Yo, what's up, everyone? This is episode 16 of the Blurred Podcast. We are also live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. As always, we have Green Tuner.
Hello.
Dark Side.
What's up?
And the return of Creamcast.
Return of the King, that's what you mean. Yes, I have returned.
Like I
Was
said,
finally
Creamcast.
released from the, what's it called? from the Sheik's grip.
Sheik's grip.
He was able to swim away from that boat.
Yeah, I sold my virginity to the highest bidder. And my father, who is Liam Neeson, had to come save me. Had to save me on from that boat, yes.
Recording in progress.
Oh, cool. So you're some harem out there is missing its Nubian prince.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, I made it. I came back for you guys. That's all. So don't worry about it. I will. I did get paid. I'm not gonna tell you what I had to do to get paid, but I did get some money.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually learned that you ever see those Instagram models who say, "Yo, what's up? I'm in what country is that called?
Dubai.
Saudi Arabia.
Dubai. Yeah, Dubai.
Saudi Arabia. UAE.
Yeah, so I learned a few months ago that a lot of those Instagram models that do that, they're
You just learned this?
well, a few months ago.
Were you under the impression that a 23-year-old chick is able to afford a yacht and go on cruises? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I'm not
It
on
was some
Instagram that
rich
much,
oil
actually.
billionaire that flies them out there.
Yeah, pretty much. He thought that some 18-year-old girl just fresh out of college or fresh out of high school was able to afford to go to Dubai and buy Gucci bags and stay in the what's that tower? That super tall tower.
I don't know
Shit,
the
I
name of it.
forgot.
Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, the Burj
Oh,
Khalifa.
the Burj Khalifa.
Yes, be able to afford a penthouse in the Burj Khalifa, all
While
because
driving a Lamborghini.
because they were able to save some money in high school, flipping burgers.
Oh my
So what
goodness.
Ed, I'm just curious. What specifically did Ed Underground learn? Because I don't know if he has the accurate information. We're just assuming he does. Go ahead, Ed Underground. What did you learn about these Instagram models?
I'm not going into details.
Why not? Why not? Why are you supporting the system that keeps people?
Who said I'm supporting the system?
You won't speak up.
He won't.
I don't think it's a good idea because
Is this from personal?
No, it's not. Thankfully,
or
it's
you
not.
saw it online?
I saw this from YouTube actually.
Oh,
And then someone actually, two YouTubers I follow, actually talked about it. I think a few weeks ago. Abba and Preach, pretty cool. Not podcasters, YouTubers.
nope.
What?
Don't
What?
you dare plug some other show.
Yeah, he's pretty much.
Unless we get paid. Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
like, what the hell, dude?
Maybe one day.
Abba and what?
Abba and Preach, they're pretty cool.
Preach. Okay.
Yeah, if
No,
they
no,
ever
that-
see this, I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
yeah.
But the funny thing is that I'm just kind of curious. What did you really think these girls were doing in order to fly overseas and have all these luxurious gifts? Like, what were you thinking they were doing? Like, you thought somebody was just paying for them out of the kindness of their heart, or they literally saved up the money to go over there? Like, how do you think they got over there?
Well, saving money and the job that they have, because I do know some people who have really good high-paying jobs, and they fly out to different parts of the U.S. Not outside of Dubai, but I mean, they could be lying. I don't know.
And you do realize, like, you can fly anywhere in the United States if you do it far enough ahead on, like, Southwest for like $99. That's like traveling around the United States is. It's definitely still a luxury, but I mean, it's not a impossible task. But going to Dubai, like flying overseas, like, you're gonna be, if you're not getting like hot deals, I mean, you're paying a couple $100 at minimum for tickets overseas to fly overseas. When you're overseas, it's cheap. You can fly. Like I flew from Rome So from Italy to Spain, I flew for $100. So like, when you're overseas, it's cheap, but getting overseas is the hard part, or it's more expensive. So that's why I'm just kind of curious, like, you're like these young 18-year-old girls, not even like they still have their like high school graduation cap on. Like they haven't even turned the cap over.
Take that off.
They have time to take it off, but somehow they got enough money to go to Dubai. I mean, that's a pretty big ass, my friend. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little naive, but I'm glad that you've been enlightened to the real world.
The education of the Ed Underground.
Yeah, exactly.
My son alone. All right, he's pure of mind and pure of soul.
Sure. Come from we should teach Ed hands-on. We should give him like real world education. I say we send him to Dubai and see what happens. He's got to learn.
Me too.
He needs to find out the hard way.
Yeah,
the real hard way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we need to find out what the financial benefit of selling Ed would be.
Selling Ed, and that's not happening.
I'm just saying, I need a new webcam, and I'm pretty sure I could get a base model for you, Ed.
Well, yes. I just came back from where did you go?
It is going to be like the Five Below of models over there.
I just came back,
so they're cheap, rock bottom prices.
I just came back from where did you go, Creamcast?
I went to Spain, Italy, and Switzerland.
So I just came back from
what the
rescuing.
Rescuing? Ed, you just realized that that you have to first off take a plane. You probably thought at one point that you could just walk over there. So I don't think if anybody's going to rescue me, it's not going to be you. So that's the first thing.
You're going to take the ice bridge.
Yeah, I was going to say he still thinks the ice bridge and be able to walk from Russia through Alaska, just walk straight through.
He'll show you guys
the airline. He goes to the airline counter and then he just like pulls up like rolls of quarters. It's like, all right, I got a whole $10. How far can I get?
I'll have your finest airline seat, please. No, I mean, granted, like I said, it's a little naive, but hey, you know what? You gotta learn sometime. So those girls they're not going there over there on their own dime. Majority of the time, it's a lot of times they are selling some ass for some cash, and that's just the real reality of it.
Ways of the world. That's the ways of the world.
Well, I mean,
I do know someone who actually has a very well-paying job. Who this woman travels a lot. Not outside of the country, but she has pictures of her car and stuff like that.
Oh, a well-paid female person. Controversial.
Controversial. Her job is a legitimate job in law, so that's what she does. So yeah.
The funny thing is, so I just read a story.
Insight.
So this is the funny thing. I just read a story.
Legitimate job.
It's legitimate.
What was the point of that?
So did you guys hear about?
She's not a whore. No,
she's not a whore. Yes, he's trying to.
The funny thing. Did you guys hear about the story?
A legitimate job.
There's a woman who was married to a doctor, right?
Oh, I just heard that.
You just heard. I listened to Opera and Preach as well, but I heard about the story a couple months ago. This woman, she was married to a doctor, and they got divorced, and during the divorce, the doctor found out that this woman that he was married to, who was talking about, oh yeah, I'm starting a new company, venture capital, I'm getting capital from my company through venture capitalists and all this other stuff, was actually an escort the entire time, or for the majority of their marriage, and she had made approximately $700,000 escorting.
Yeah.
So it's just funny when Ed says she has a legitimate job. She's doing things. She's making her own money.
The woman I'm talking about, I know personally.
Yes, a W2.
He knew her. He thought he knew his wife personally. He was married to his wife, and she's out here thotting and bopping while married and making money. Like, hey, I'm not one to shame. Yeah, I'm not one to shame sex workers.
At Underground, what do you do for a living?
I am a graphic designer and video.
Has
editor.
anyone ever seen you be a graphic designer? Is all I'm saying.
You're looking at it right now.
I don't
You know what?
know.
That's true. I don't think I've ever seen
Let me
that.
ask you this. Let me ask you this
Graphic
real
design.
quick, Ryan. We recorded a Twitch video podcast last week that quote unquote would be easy to port over to YouTube. Let me go ahead and check to see if that's on YouTube. Quote unquote graphic designer. Let me just do that. Click, 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 click. Oh, look at that.
Oh, so
Last
I
video
did
6 months
not
ago.
post it on
Uh-huh.
YouTube because
Right.
the first 5 minutes of the audio was cut off. It was muted because of the intro video or intro audio.
Intro
So,
audio.
Yeah, it's
Therefore, the entire video was unusable.
I don't want to put a 5 minute, no audio. Well, I mean, I can put it on there if I want to now.
Right.
If
We
you
don't want to diminish the quality of the YouTube channel. That's true. Good point. Good point. That's a good point.
I mean, and he's hitting you with these truth bombs right now, and I
true.
mean, these kind of hurt.
For anyone that doesn't know that's watching, if anyone's watching, we have a YouTube channel with maybe 3 videos.
I think there's 4.
4. Okay, 4. And what number podcast is this on?
This is 16.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we are missing 12 videos.
Yeah.
So God knows where they are.
But this is easier now that it's on Twitch Live, so we can go directly to YouTube right after.
Right.
That was what we heard last time.
Yeah.
Last week.
That's what I heard
Well,
this time.
and then the week before, Ed, we shot a whole video, right? We did like 3 hours
Oh
of
my
podcasting, and
This
it
goes
was
to like-
we had so much content. It was probably one of our best episodes ever.
It was our best episode.
And we finished up the episode. We are so proud of ourselves. We're popping, bottles of champagne, having a great time.
High-fiving. It was great.
High-fiving. It was a great time.
Mm.
And then, Ed, what was the unfortunate news that you told us about?
It was accidentally deleted.
Accidentally
By who?
deleted.
Yes.
Wow.
So-
By whom?
Unfortunately, it was by me because there were
Oh.
two videos on the Twitch channel,
Hmm.
and I deleted one of them. They both had the same date around the same time, and they both look similar with the thumbnail. So I
Right.
saw one that said this was the previous, so I deleted
Mhm.
it. Ended up being the one that we recorded. For
I
two-
believe
two
we
hours.
did cover this in the
Yes, we
last
did.
episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I heard it.
Dramatic
Yeah.
effect. There's
I
nothing
think
wrong with covering
Dreamcast
it
just
again.
wanted
Yeah,
to get his own pound of flesh. So
Guys,
Yeah.
we were earlier before the episode started. We were talking about a lack of content or not being on the same page. Guys, if Ed's here, we always have content.
Always,
true, poor
always,
Ed.
Always.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he gets it because he got it before with you guys, but I wasn't there. I just told you guys offline when it happened live. Actually, you know what? I just actually logged off. We were talking about it, and then Ed was like, "Oops, I deleted it," and I was like, "You know what?"
disconnected right away.
Yeah, I remember the look on your face and then you just disconnected.
Yeah, deal with this. I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. And that was the day before I had to leave. So I still hadn't packed or anything for my trip. And I had prioritized the stream instead of packing for my trip the next day. And when I heard that, and I told my wife, and she was like, wait a minute. She's like, you've been sitting there streaming and podcasting for 3 hours and you have nothing to show for it. And I was like, yeah. And she just compounded how shitty I felt afterwards. So, and I don't think I talked to you guys after that for.
No, you went silent.
Yeah, I went silent. I was like, oh
came
yeah.
back pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was like, I need to take a break. I need a vacation, and you forced me to take a vacation because I left the country because of you. That's what I'll just say. I left the United States of America, my home, because of dumb shit that you do. But I'm back. I'm rejuvenated. I've had a lot of drinks in me since I left. So I'm a lot more relaxed and calm. I didn't forget about it, and I'm not gonna lie, my blood pressures went back up again. But I'm gonna calm down. It happened 2 weeks ago. We are in a better place, I think. Our relationship is in a better place now. So,
Oh my
ooh,
goodness.
yeah.
That's all right, Ed. You know I love you, sweet cheeks.
Yeah. You know, I love you, boy. So,
Boy.
yeah. So while I was gone, I heard you guys were talking shit. It kind of annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie, because you guys waited until I was gone to talk shit about Sneaker Corner. I'm
well, specifically one person.
Yeah. Ed.
You mean Syed from
Yeah.
Dark Side?
Exactly.
Everybody knows I'm a big fan of the Sneaker Corner. I love the Sneaker Corner. It's great.
Yeah, you were talking shit about it. And my heart was breaking the entire time. And this is still during the time where I wasn't talking to anybody because I was still on vacation. But I was sitting there, I'm not gonna lie, I was stewing. So because of that, welcome back to another episode of Sneaker Corner. I got me some new shoes. Woo! Woo! It's that time, baby. It's that time. Actually, my place still hasn't been set up since I moved. So please forgive me, but I'm going to take off my background so I can show you. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
The
illusion is gone.
Yeah. You thought I lived inside of a God of War promotional poster?
That's
again, bitch.
That's not Dubai at all.
But maybe the background, this is actually a fake background. And I have my Dubai prince behind me. You never know.
Oh,
that's true.
Yeah, so while I was gone, I ended up getting some more sneakers.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Even though I'm in another country, I definitely, there was a 7-hour difference where I was at comparatively to when the shoes were released. I still made sure to get my sneakers. So the first shoe I'm going to release, or the first shoe I'm going to show you guys, is the ACG Moabs. Yeah, beautiful shoe, beautiful shoe. ACG standing for all condition gear. And now these shoes, I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't really want these shoes, but I was feeling some type of way. I was like, you know what, made me feel better. Let me spend some money on some shoes I'm never gonna wear. So here are the beautiful shoes.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, they're meant for like hiking and so forth. This is kind of like the Nike hiking sneakers.
Those are hiking?
Yeah, these are for hiking because
Will anyone actually wear them for hiking? Do you think? Or
no, absolutely not. There's people that say they would. I actually didn't want this colorway. I wanted another colorway. That's it was more of like a light brown and red colorway, but this is the one I end up winning. So yeah, this is like I said, the Nike Moabs, and I just thought these were a hot shoe, and smell great.
I like it. It reminds me of like a 90s aesthetic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
The colorway.
Yeah.
For real, I was gonna say it reminded me of my middle school backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's how I kind of got the vibes of it too. It definitely seems like a retro shoe comparatively to like all the new Nikes that are coming out and so forth. So I really like these. I'm starting to my love for shoes is still high, but I see myself going more to shoes that are not normal. Like I don't want to have the shoe like another Air Jordan 1 or another Yeezy 350 and so forth. Like I want shoes that are different. Like this.
You don't want to be a typical black guy in Jordans. We get it.
I'm going to be new. I'm going to be doing something new. So that's shoe one. Now the second shoe, I actually don't think I've actually posted on the channel, but this is a custom shoe that I made from Nike.
The one on the website where you build your own shoe?
Yeah, so you build your own shoe.
Cool.
Yeah. Custom shoe? Wow.
Yeah, you can build it on the website.
Oh, goddamn.
So these are my custom shoes. And how you know that these shoes are custom and mine are They say,
Oh,
Oh, I love
yeah.
it.
Wow.
shit.
Really?
And
Oh,
Wow.
holy crap.
snap. Yeah, you both.
That is pretty sick.
Okay,
you
that
got-
is probably the best shoe I've seen.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, you're screwed, but it says Creamcast on his official Nike shoes. It's like one foot's got cream on it, the other foot's got cast.
yeah,
Looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
Wow,
these are
pretty
my
damn cool.
These are my Creamcast shoes. They're kind of so they kind of remind me of the colorway that I went with is more of like a Mexican Day of the Dead type of color. So like from like Day of the Dead, they have like the purple, the yellows, the white kind of grays and so forth. So Nike does have a colorway that's similar to this already, but I was like, yeah, I have to make my shoe like that. And the fact that it has my name on it, I mean, can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Now,
So,
how much did this set you back, if you don't mind?
I was just gonna ask, is it expensive? Because now I want to build one. So
Yeah.
these are like, if you want to build your own, like I say, normally they're like $130. It might cost you $150.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So they're honestly, the price that you would pay for, like, if it was just this colorway by itself, you're not paying much more for the customization and you be able to build it however you want to.
Now, can it be any style of shoe?
No,
Not colors or anything, but like the
like they want you
the
to
model.
Like,
the model, yeah.
So like, yeah, if you wanted like a Air Force One, so what they do is they like every couple of months or every couple of weeks, they'll say, hey, all right, Nike buy you waffles. Like this is like a waffle. And they'll say, all right, the waffle type, you can have this open for a limited time or until they sell out. And it's usually a very high quantity. So like you can be able to go in and make any type of shoe that you want. They have the same thing for Air Force Ones, Nike Dunks, I think Air Max 97s, Air Max, what was another one they did? I think they did Air Max 1s. So they have different shoe silhouettes that you can do. It just depends on when they're doing it. And like I said, least for the less popular silhouettes like the waffles. I mean, these were around for a little bit, so you can customize them for a couple of weeks. They allow you to customize them. But like for the Nike Dunks, those probably sold out of customizations within like maybe two days. They sold out of all the customization slots. So, but yeah, I mean, if you want to customize your own shoe, custom colorways, I have other shoes as well somewhere. I think they're in my other closet that I've customized as well. But yeah, these are kind of like my pride and joy because of the fact that it has the cream and the cast. So
Nice.
Yeah. I had to bring out something
cool.
special. Yeah, I haven't done sneaker talk in a while, so I was like, what? Let me bring out something special because I could have just brought out another Air Force One, another Jordan 1, or something like that, or some more Yeezys. I was like, nah, let me spice it up a little bit. Let me give you the what I'm saying, something that's a little special overall. So, especially with Syed, or Dark Side talking all that shit last time. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed. I was like, fuck this guy. But
this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Let me tell you right now.
No, wow.
I'm on board with all future sneaker talk.
He says all this shit now until I leave. I go on another
another trip.
He's like, man, that's sneaker talk. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You know what, baby? Actually, when you do the next sneaker segment, you should have you should switch your background to like a sneaker shop. Like, I think you could do a little cool segment.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when you do your sneaker talk.
Yeah. You can switch your background to like your sneaker shop area.
Yeah,
what do they call them though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sneaker store.
It's like an anime sneaker store.
Yeah, just like a backtrack sneaker store.
Yeah, like I could,
or some like crazy collection of sneakers.
You should do it like a really like Foot Locker or something. It's like a national brand retailer or Payless shoes or something.
Yeah, what I need to do is like every time we do the sneaker toss, switch shirts and so forth. You know how like the Foot Locker has like the referee shirts and so forth.
Yeah.
Like, hey, welcome to Foot Locker. What do you want? We have all these shoes. That just came in. I mean, yeah, I could do that. No, that's a good idea though. I think for the next sneaker talk, I definitely will switch up the background and have it be something sneaker. So what eventually, for what I'm trying to build for my room, I was gonna have like a wall of sneakers behind me, but I put all my sneakers into my closet, or I would say half of my sneaker collection in my main closet, and then in my office in the closet, I have a shelf of sneakers and I have sneakers on the floor. What I was planning to do is have all the sneakers behind me. The problem is that since I have one of those, legit jobs that Ed talks about, I don't want to be talking to my manager about some serious shit. And then
sneaker collection.
Yeah, there's a sneaker collection.
It's 2020. It's 2021. I mean, people into sneakers. I mean, they got to get used to it.
Yeah, but the same.
And if they say anything, accuse them of being racist.
Sure. Yeah. That doesn't really fly well when you're at work talking about, man, you don't like my sneakers. You just don't like black people. Yeah, that's how you get fired real quick from a legit job as well.
Oh, I love your sneakers, homie. Don't worry about that.
Why are you saying homie? Like,
what is up, my homeboy?
Yeah,
you know that I am down.
I'm always hip with what you guys are doing. Cool.
A funny thing, I went to Denny's last week to pick up some food for myself, and a group of, they had to be 15 to 20 year old teenagers and young adults. They went into a Denny's and they didn't have their mask on. And the manager of the place, a Latino guy, he was telling all the kids that walked in, like, hey, you got to put your mask on. We can't like have you in here. Sorry, it's company policy. And they were like saying, oh, let's play the race card and stuff like that. It was funny and sad at the same time. But what?
Cool story.
Yeah, exactly.
I like both backgrounds. It's a nice
honestly wish we could have kept the silence a little longer.
I was gonna keep it just a little longer. Just like,
No. It was getting so uncomfortable. He was like, yeah.
So while I was away though, so I saw that you guys talk about freaking Shang-Chi, man. I still have not seen that movie.
You haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't watched it.
You gotta get on that.
Well, I got back Thursday, I think. Thursday night. So I haven't had a chance to go see it. I've been busy still unpacking because literally we moved here the weekend before we went on our vacation. So we moved in on Saturday and then went overseas on Tuesday. So I didn't have time to do anything. And when I got back, I still have things to unpack and so forth. So I had no opportunity, but I will see it very soon. I might see it this weekend. We'll see.
Cool.
So one of the cool things that came out was a God of War trailer while I was gone. So has anybody here played the new God of War or the latest God of War?
I'm currently playing
it.
I
feel
played
free
it
to ruin it for me though. So what happens at the end of the last God of War?
Wait a minute.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened on last God of War.
I'm actually
crazy.
playing this right now.
But nobody, so we could spoil it then.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, we can talk about it. So it's funny, like
so Kratos dies. No, I'm just
so Thor comes down and Thor is like, "Hey, Kratos, lick my hammer," and it turned really X-rated really quick. It was just weird. I mean, a lot of hentai, tentacles, crazy stuff.
Odd decisions at the end, but I support it.
Yeah. But it doesn't, you're not missing anything. But no, I was really excited about the new God of War trailer. It's honestly, it's God of War. We've been talking, in the past about Xbox and their lack of first party games or really good storytelling games, single player games, and this is just another nail in the coffin for Microsoft. Like God of War is just such a rich story, and it's been around. I mean, since what, like mid 2000, early 2000s,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's been a while.
and we're in 2021, and the story is honestly just getting better over time. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I haven't been hyped for a video game since for this like of this magnitude probably since Final Fantasy VII remake. So it's crazy how like this game just looks good, and like but the story's so rich like from the first game, like coming into the second game, like it just makes sense. Like so many things just make sense, and it's crazy how a video game can have a story that is like chapters, but it really draws you in. And I'm not gonna lie, like if I was Microsoft, I'll be worried. I'll be worried of the future of the company because, geez, like when you have first party titles like this coming out for PlayStation 5 exclusively, I mean, what else do you really need, you know? Yeah, I'm just excited. The trailer looked awesome. The story looked awesome. Live huge payoffs, and some things were spoiled in the trailer. But I feel like with what they do for God of War, is that for what they spoil, even though it may seem like a spoil like for the game or whatever, a spoiler for the game, there's so much more that's obviously back in the backstory that we haven't seen that's even bigger.
You're talking about the tier?
Yeah, the tier.
Yeah,
So,
I also thought that was odd that they showed him. I thought they would have made a big deal of it, but I guess they have more in store. They're like they don't care. They'll just show you this because people have been.
Wait, Tyr? Is he the guy that I fought in the beginning of the first God of War game for PS4?
No, you don't know who that is, I believe. So I'll leave you at that. But Tyr is the Asgardian God of War.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the Asgardian God of War, and they make a big deal of his absence in the first game. I'm not gonna tell you. I won't spoil it for you, even though this game is like what 3-4 years old at this point. But I still won't. I won't be a jerk and spoil everything for you.
Nah.
But yeah. So there's a big deal of him being absent from the first game. The person that you're talking about is Baldur. So Baldur is the guy that you fought. He is the first boss battle that you fought. And
I think at this point he's just known as the stranger dad.
Yeah, he's just a stranger. Yeah, true. So, but with what
a great entrance though. That first time you fight the stranger, that in the outside your house.
Yeah,
that moment is so cool. Like just that feeling of that moment, like when you're kind of going right into a boss battle, and it's like that seamless transition into like the superheroics almost from what you've been playing, and it's all just like within the framework of the game. That's what the quality of that game is. Like it's all, the story is not sacrificed to the to the progression of the game and how the game is being played. So absolutely. It just reminds me how great that was when first time you played it.
Now, quick thought about this God of War and the upcoming one compared to the original. Mm-hmm. If I recall, like Kratos was like jumping on giants and killing things left and right.
Yep.
Right.
Is any of that in this new God of War?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. The thing is like the progression of God of War from its roots back on the PS3 to now. Honestly, it is, or was it PS2? No, it's PS3. PS2.
Nope, it started in 2. I had it for 2.
Yeah, PS2. The progression of Kratos' story from then till now has been fairly consistent, and that's the crazy thing. Like the heroics of being a god is still being met, even with all these generations of consoles that Kratos has lived through. With God of War currently, I mean, this is is almost like it's a reimagining from going from Greek mythology to Norse mythology, but it's still the same storyline.
I,
And
I
that's the
also I also feel like from the PS2 version of Kratos, he's younger. He's more, I don't know, he's more like you said, he's jumping on monsters and doing crazy things. This God of War, he's older. He's more like, it seems like he's more aware of his ability. It's more grounded. The combat is more grounded. I think they did a good job of keeping all of the old games and the new games in the same continuity. That he's the same person. He's just wiser. He's more
Refined, I guess you'll say.
yeah, refined in the weapons he uses, and he doesn't need to be jumping all about, or he can, but like he's older, so his combat style is a little bit more grounded. And now in this game, though, that he didn't have in the last games, he doesn't have anyone to protect in the older games. In this game, he does have his son with him,
Yeah.
so he's far more, I guess, restrained in his.
Whoa, did his mic go out?
Yeah, like, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Here you know,
Good
yeah.
to hear you.
Sorry. No, yeah, he's far more restrained in, I guess, the crazy shit that he did in the older games. But I guess they put that in the narrative, which is great.
Yeah, I think that the good thing about that is he's become mature. He's more experienced. Even though he was a Spartan from birth and he grew up in dealing with war, this one feels personal. Like this feels like before it was just hack and slash, complete murder and mayhem.
Yeah.
This is more. He is not fighting just to fight. It's more he's fighting to get to the end goal of his whole mission. And why he's even going out, because this is just a wiser Kratos. This is a Kratos, like kind of like you said before, Darkseid, that this is a Kratos that is well aware of his surroundings, more well aware of who he is, and he's trying to live a life of peace, which is crazy to think about. That this is the same Kratos who, when I think it was God of War 3, when he ripped off Helios's head and he uses his head as a lantern pretty much to light the path. And he gouges the eyes out of Poseidon and so forth, and beats his father to death with his bare fist. This is the same guy who's now like, listen here, boy. And he's that thinking, like he's not trying to actually go fight things. He's actually trying to be peaceful. Like the fight with Balder, or the stranger. He's just talking about, you don't leave my home. He's like, he doesn't want to fight him. And like that first fight scene, that first fight with the stranger.
Yeah.
The way that like the turn of when the stranger, I'm just calling Balder. You'll figure very soon who he is. Balder, punches Kratos, or no, like Kratos punches him, and Balder, he takes the hit, like whatever, and then Balder, acts like he's getting his ass whooped, and then turns around and knocks his shit out Kratos through the building. I'm like that. Especially when you experience it for the first time, and it might be a little bit ruined for like people like Ed, because of the fact that the game's been out for so long, so you could have seen that fight scene many times with zero context. But for somebody who hasn't seen it, has no idea what's coming, like I wish I could go back, MIB myself, like erase my memory and play the game from scratch all over again, because it's just that good. Like it's that rich of combat, storyline, and so forth. So
this is my first time ever actually playing this version of God of War, and my only time actually seeing any gameplay of it was when it was originally when the trailer was originally released. I think it was on the E3.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the axe coming back to Kratos, like Thor's hammer will come back to him.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, that's the only like actual gameplay I've seen.
Yeah,
Like,
so
me playing it now, but yeah.
Right.
What are your thoughts on how much you've played?
Well, I've only played 2.5 hours of it because you have gifted it to me and said you want me to live stream it, which I did. So I hold back from playing the game offline just so I can play it online. So I've only played 2.5 hours of it.
Are you gonna play like you make a schedule like you could play it every Friday or something?
Well, that's what I've been doing. Like every Monday and Wednesday I play KI, and on Fridays I started to play like different games like God of War, Psychonauts, and back then Spider-Man also.
All right. Well, I mean, God of War is well worth your time. It is probably, like I said, of the games that you were lent, it's the best.
But I will say this is going to be an unpopular opinion.
Oh my gosh! Don't say this dumb shit.
Just saying.
Okay.
Say it.
Let's let him get it.
I don't have a problem with God of War. I never did, and with this one, I don't have a problem with either. But there is a special place in my heart for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and I'm really looking forward to Hellblade 2: Senua's Saga.
Right.
It's just something about it. It's something about it.
That's fine.
You know why? I think the reason why I think Ed loves that game so much because it's an emo ass chick who walks around crying the entire time, and it's just like no one else can understand me. That's how that's how I feel.
She never even says that, but no.
That's how she acts. She's like, no one will ever understand me. I gotta get through my problems, and Hellblade is a good game. I mean, I played
yeah,
it.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's just, I mean, if you're going to compare, you can't compare the two games.
No,
honestly, the Hellblade is a great game. Does not compare to God of War. Let's just be honest. And the reason why I say that is because Hellblade, granted, it's a good game. We're only getting the second game right now. If God of War was a crappy game, we wouldn't be 6, 7, 8 titles in.
Well, I never said it was a crappy game.
No, I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying, like, between Hellblade, I mean, you always got add the caveat of
you're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, you're always
I'm saying this because Darkside would continuously say that Hellblade is
Payless shoe store of
poor man's God of War or whatever.
Yeah, so, the Kmart of God of War type games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a Jewel Osco of God of War games.
And Jewel Osco is perfectly fine. It's a great place in the Midwest to get your milk.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a reason why Jewel Osco, for the most part, has closed down a lot of their stores. Wow. And then you have, great grocery stores like Myers, if we're going to talk about like Midwest, great places like Myers. God of War is Myers. Jewel Osco is Senua's Hellblade. So,
but Senua 2 could be great. I mean, if they have time, well, I mean, it's up to that. It's up to Microsoft, really. I mean, if they give that team the time to build a great game, then it could be amazing.
I think I like the first one so much is because it seems like it's more down to earth. Like there's no mystical powers or anything like that. It's really it's all in her head.
Yeah, right. Does she have mental issues?
There's like no powers you will acquire. There's no leveling up. There's no health bars. There's none of that.
Yeah,
everything.
But it's a product of like
mind.
Yeah. No, I mean the game itself it's not. The first game is not a AAA game, but that is the compliment. For what it is. It was a really well done game.
Oh yeah, for a small team too.
Yeah, small team, small scope. With that said, they did a great job with what they had to put together. Now, hopefully, I don't know what the deal with Microsoft is. Hopefully, they don't get screwed like Rare does, and they're forced to produce something they don't want to produce. Whereas with Sony, they give their studios the carte blanche to do what feels right and what feels natural, take the time to do it, and they reap the rewards. With Microsoft, a lot of times, and we haven't seen it because Microsoft really doesn't have the patience for these studios. They just like either rename them, move the people around. You're making Gears of War now for life. You're making X franchise for life. I don't care what you're interested in. So I'm glad these people are still able to make Senua's Sacrifice, and I hope they can establish it into something great.
Well,
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing on their Instagram page, they're taking their time. They're doing everything in the background. They haven't like sent any videos of new trailers or anything like that. But from the looks of it on their IG page, it looks like they're doing their good. They're doing a good job, and they're taking their time with making a great game.
Oh,
Um,
hopefully.
hopefully. There's no release date as of yet, still, which I'm happy about because it sounds like they're taking their time. They're like crafting this game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, that's the thing with with Microsoft is that for video games in general, like I think what the good thing about Sony, I say Sony realizes that game. I'll even say Nintendo as well for their first party titles. They realize that this medium of video games is not just a money grab, right? I mean, profits are important, of course, but um, this is just different forms of art. It really is, and at Microsoft, the the lack of maybe understanding of that from previous consoles that these video games are not, if done correctly, can make you extremely rich, can make you a lot of money. I mean, let's look at Bethesda, uh, but Bethesda with Skyrim. Skyrim is coming out with another damn port again. Like fuck
That's 20th
Bethesda.
anniversary or whatever.
Yeah, like fuck Bethesda. Here we go again. We're gonna another damn Skyrim that now you can play on your fucking smart TV, not smart TV, smart refrigerator and shit. Like, I mean, absolutely
You don't
dog
want to
shit.
play the same game
And I
on your
will get it.
refrigerator.
Like I will buy it again.
I will buy the game.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm going to play it on my cell phone.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you have these beloved games, and these games can make you rich. Grand Theft Auto 5, that game's been out for 8 years, and even though people are getting tired of Grand Theft Auto 5, but I mean, it's a game that blew records out of the wazoo. Look at Red Dead Redemption. All these games that all these studios that know how to make really good games, and they're give it time to actually make money and so forth, or give it time to mature, then it's allowed to go out and make money. It does what it does. It is very popular. So I really hope that Microsoft, like with them buying all these studios, they have a lot of power behind them. They have a lot of creativity. They have really good studios behind them. I really hope, just like Darkseid said, that they don't take this opportunity and rush it just to put something out to compete with Sony, because they're putting out hits. Sony is putting out bangers every couple months or every year, so there's a banger coming out. Microsoft has still been kind of quiet what they have for first party. So I really hope that they do take this opportunity to really find a good IP or good IPs and really nurture it, like Senua's Sacrifice. Could it be something at God of War level? Probably not. But can it be something that's very memorable for the console? Absolutely. It can be a great game that helps define a console generation for sure. But they need to give it time to actually mature.
The talent is there.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Whatever Senua's Sacrifice was to them, I'm sure they have bigger aspirations as a team to that one game they want to make one day. I hope these are all stepping stones for them.
Yeah, the company behind Senua's Sacrifice, they did a few games previously, but I don't think they had the budget to make a AAA game. But now because Microsoft has them, they have the resources to do that. So I think they're taking their time to produce something that is AAA. And I remember from the trailer that was shown at I think it was E3 or some event, that there was like a big giant monster in the background, like a rock type monster that was rising from the mountains. So I think the scope of this game is going to be
Well, you
bigger than
guys
the
from the
previous.
Never Ending Story.
Yes, that yes.
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but in God of War, you're in for something like in terms of big monsters.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
mean-
there's pretty big. They do one thing they do very well is like a set piece and like an enemy or a character. They combine those things into like something that's all together the same, and you have to take it all in. When the moment happens. So they do a very good job. You'll see when you get to that.
Yeah, set pieces are good. So yeah,
Creamcast.
you're enjoy it.
Creamcast, did you watch the rest of that showcase that had the God of War in it?
I did not. I actually didn't watch the. I didn't watch the entire showcase.
There's a game I think right up your alley. I think it's called Project Eve. What was it?
Project D.
Project Eve.
Like
was it
Adam
Project
and
Eve? Man,
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
this is a Creamcast game if I've ever seen it. And man, I'm down to play it. It's like
I'm down to
Nier
play
and
that game.
Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
Just make
baby.
sure
It's like
you have a
every
towel on
anime-
hand.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
make sure your ray tracing settings are to the max.
Make sure you're putting a Gatorade on hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm somewhat watching the trailer now while we're speaking, so I can give you guys my live reaction. And you know, the funny thing is, it does remind me. Okay, so I mean, I am going to turn my ray tracing up. I'm going to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, 100% jiggle physics are on.
Full physics.
Yes,
course.
because I care about graphical fidelity at all times.
Hey,
So
it's what the developers intended.
Exactly. So I will be buying a 8K monitor. And for some reason, I feel like I need to play this game with no pants on.
Yep. I believe that's called optimal settings.
Yes. Yes, I will make sure about that. But no, looking at the game at face value right now, minus the very scantily clad heroine, it's a beautiful
Or
game.
the tentacles.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks like a really good game. It reminds me of Code Vein type of vibe with a mixture of Near Automata.
Yep.
But at a higher graphical fidelity.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, this is.
I really liked it. I definitely it screamed Creamcast for me, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for Creamcast to see that trailer.
Yeah, I mean,
try to call him a weeb.
Yeah, he's pretty much trying.
What it is.
He's calling
trying
him
to
a
low-key.
Every anime weeb fanboy's dream. I was going to say something else, but yeah.
Yeah, hot
What?
girls,
Just say it.
cynicals. I
What?
mean,
Just say it.
I said what I
Every
said.
fanboy's one.
Dream.
What kind of
I
dream?
said-
Wet
Oh,
dream?
yeah,
Is that what you're
wet-
gonna say?
I
Wet
mean,
dream?
from the tears, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming from the eyes.
The tears
Yeah.
of great graphics. Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be weeping from their eyes, but
Dick
we'll see
sweep.
about that.
Big sweep.
Yeah, dick sweep. But no, it looks great. I mean, honestly, it looks like a great game.
It looks pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things like it's one of those games that looks good. We'll see how it plays.
It's from
Because
Korea, I believe.
Yeah, see the thing is
Yeah.
like, what kind of scares me about games like this, especially from like China, Korea, these studios that come from there, they're really good at making graphically beautiful games, but the gameplay is not necessarily there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know the studio that well.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of a different studio.
Yeah, this is not play. It felt like Platinum, but it's I don't know the studio that well, so I can't say.
There's,
So you might be
actually
right.
a lot of backlash from this game. Not from like guys like us,
Oh,
but from
Why would we have backlash?
Yeah, why would we don't have any backlash for it, and guys like us don't have any backlash for it either. But there are some people who
What do you mean by
don't like-
people?
some people
Yeah, just say who it is. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I can think of one person. Alex from Digital Foundry. There
Who
was
the hell is that?
I don't know who that is.
some guy from Digital Foundry. But
Okay.
It's a digital foundry.
There's a video of him talking about this on YouTube. It came from Twitter that he was saying, "Oh, look, it's another early 2000s game. Like I thought we were past this already." Just stuff like that. And
with the whole sexist angle or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Oh.
and like he's just one
Okay, then
one out of the
blame-
5 people.
And don't play it.
Yeah, don't play it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Simple as that.
I agree. Hey, if you don't
There's
like
a
it, don't
market
play it.
for
I'm gonna
everything.
play
You
it.
don't like
Yeah.
it, don't play it.
Let the free market decide. If this
Yeah.
game is not profitable, then these games won't exist.
No, this game's gonna be
Vote
profitable.
with your dollars.
Trust me.
Yep.
But it's probably gonna end up being what Creamcast said. It's gonna look gorgeous, and then the gameplay is gonna be either
Honestly,
extremely repetitive or
I think the
something like it's
gameplay
gonna
is gonna
bore
be
people to
good.
tears.
I
Right.
think the gameplay's gonna be
No,
good.
we're all basing it on a trailer.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah.
demo out? Because then there's no way
Oh,
to
I
really
hope
judge
one
it.
day. I hope one day it's gonna be a demo out.
I think it's
Alright,
kind of
then maybe-
early for that. But yeah, you're right. We'll have to wait and see.
Damn pervert.
What are you talking about? You want to play the game too?
Yeah, and optimal settings. I
I
told
don't
you.
have a PlayStation anymore, but unless they release it for the Nintendo Switch,
I
there's no way
doubt.
for me to play it. You
I don't
pervert.
think Nintendo can handle Project Eve.
Mm.
I mean, they had. What are you talking about? Nintendo literally. There was not going to be a Bayonetta 3, but because of only reason why we have Bayonetta 3 is because of Nintendo.
Switch?
Nintendo literally funded Platinum Games and funded Bayonetta 3. That's why Bayonetta 3 is. That's why you haven't seen it on any other consoles, or you haven't seen it on PC. I mean, it's a Nintendo exclusive. And Bayonetta 3 was absolutely
Wait, is 3?
or 2, I'm sorry. Is it
Come out?
Bayonetta 2?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, I was
say
gonna
three.
say,
I'm sorry,
I thought
Bayonetta
they
2.
were-
Yeah, 3's not out
I'm
yet.
sorry. Yeah, 3 is coming out. They've
Yeah.
teased it, and Platinum Games has said that it definitely wants to come out with.
They teased it like 5 years ago.
They teased it a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they teased it. I think in 2017 or
Mhm.
something like that. So they've teased it. They is definitely in the works, or it has been in the works. But like I said, Bayonetta 2 was funded by Nintendo, so Nintendo is not necessarily opposed to scantily clad action games that they're good. And Bayonetta 2 was a good game. I enjoyed it personally.
Now, in Bayonetta 2, was she as scantily clad as in Bayonetta 1?
I think they pushed the limits more. In,
Yeah, they push the limits.
Yeah.
Which one is the one that had the mode where you can play it with one hand?
What?
And I'm not being funny. There was like one of the
Are you
two games
serious?
had a mode where you can play the game with one hand.
I didn't even know that existed.
I'm googling it right now.
Settings, let's see.
Are you playing with one hand now?
Oh,
I have no idea.
yeah, there is a mode in
See, I
Bayonetta
told
1.
you.
It was an automatic mode where you can play with one hand.
Nice.
It's meant to be to make the game super easy, so that you can be able to play it with one hand.
Sure. Yeah.
But,
Do
you
with
know,
that information what you
Yeah,
make.
do with it as you please. But hey, that's actually kind of good though, because if you are, let's say, a person who has mobility issues
Sure.
and so forth,
Sure.
that is kind of a cool thing.
That is
I
true.
used to watch people who were paraplegics play video games, and they would use the controller it's like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a little straw that you sit through, and
Oh,
if you blow on it, it acts as a click. If you suck on it, it can act like a different click or something like that. So I used to watch people play, like there's this one guy played Diablo. He was paraplegic. He can only use his mouth to play, and
Wow.
he was good at Diablo. I mean, he would have whooped my ass in Diablo.
I'm not-
I think I saw somebody playing like a fighting game with their feet, and they were amazing.
That's Burly.
Well, I was about to
no,
say, I don't know
that's
if
not
he's-
Burly Legs. Burly
I don't
Legs
know
uses his
exactly.
mouth.
That's what I was saying. I don't know if it was
Okay.
paraplegic or not, but I like watching Broly Legs play.
Yeah, Burly
There's
Legs is a
there's
beast.
a Killer
Yeah.
Instinct player who's actually gone to tournaments. He's a paraplegic, and he uses a Xbox designed pad for him. Well, they sell it now, where you can buy it online. But he's been to tournaments. His name is Wheels. He's in part of the FGC. I think his main game is Killer Instinct. But he's actually pretty good. His main character is Gargus, though, but
I mean,
he's been in a.
how good can you be if you're playing Gargus? Oh my goodness, you know how I feel about Gargus
I
players.
don't like Gargus.
Idol players, I don't care what it is. They just I don't care what the reason why you play any of those characters. You're hot trash to me. I'm sorry, but go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry.
But no, I think that was it. But he's been in the top 2, like in finals. Not sure if he won though. I think he lost against a Cinder actually. But don't quote me on that. But you can find him online on YouTube. Just look up Wheels Killer Instinct. You'll be able to find his videos.
Nice.
Cool.
It exists.
Yeah, so talking about the PlayStation Showcase, I'm looking through while you guys are talking, just quickly breezing through a lot of these games, and Spider-Man 2. I mean, that's going to be awesome in of itself. Even though Ed, you haven't really went back to Spider-Man, which just makes me sad. But
Yeah.
See, the thing is, these games I would play a lot more offline, but Darkseid says he wants you to play them online.
Yeah. So here's the solution: play your crappy games we don't like watching offline, and play the games we want to see you play online.
I gotta keep up with my followers on the base of the games that I play. Also,
I'm sorry, we are subscribers.
Yeah.
Followers they get free content.
Yeah. What the hell? We're literally paying you.
Yes.
No, but I was gonna say, Ed, is Darkseid your dom or something?
what?
Like,
That's true.
Don't answer that question. You know the answer to that.
It's a heavy no.
you gotta wait for Daddy to give the okay.
Ed, I know,
No,
I
no.
treat you right. Ed, I know, come on, man.
Wow,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. It's
He knows
that is
not
a heavy
to knock
no.
the hand that feeds him.
Wow.
That's a heavy no. Go ahead.
I mean, something's coming down heavy. I don't know what it is, but
Well, I mean, at Underground, if you all I ask is you play some of these damn games and we can watch you play it. So, like, if you want to play Spider-Man offline, go for it. But at least play God of War online.
Okay.
yeah. God of War. That is.
It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch, and it's a great story. Like
Spider-Man is too. I mean, but
yeah, Spider-Man is good, but I mean, if I had to choose between God of War or Spider-Man, I would choose God of War.
God of War, yeah, same.
What about Horizon? That was another game.
Yeah,
I like it too, but God of War's better than Horizon.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather you if I had to choose one game for you to play, like honestly, it would be Last of Us. Last of Us 1 and 2. Not only because Ed has been talking so much shit.
Game of the year.
Talking about it was rigged. You know, it's only the editors who say that.
Make your own mind.
Yes.
Even if he enjoys it, he's not gonna admit it.
Yeah.
If I enjoy it, I'll say it. Why
you don't have the courage.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. To play it, if it's good, if I like it, I'll say I like it too.
Why is your voice getting so high?
I don't know. But the only reason why I say it was rigged, because you go on a website and the players, the people that played the game, voted for Ghosts.
Yeah, you're talking about you're talking about the biggest game award, sure. But what about all the other independent awards that it won from all the other?
People say Ghosts.
Even then, let's talk about.
Well, either way, I mean, it's like
why don't you play Ghost? Ghost.
I didn't have a PS4 at the time. Now I do, and now there's so many games I gotta get through first before I jump to the next one.
No. This is the fallacy in all this shit, is because you have 3 days a week that you at minimum stream, right? 3 days a week you minimum stream. You stream for about 2 hours each day.
Yes.
2 to 3 hours. But then you play games like Killer Instinct, and then you tell I gotta get through these games first. Like, you don't need to get through Killer Instinct. You're not gonna get star ranked because you don't play enough. As far as
that's not the reason why I play Killer. See, most of my fan base is there because of Killer Instinct. So you say about
Killer Instinct, but Killer Instinct is the type of game you're good at. Killer Instinct, you play Killer Instinct, you go online, people watch you for Killer Instinct. But the Sony games, that's like progression. That's you're getting through a story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I feel that a story to like really get into it, you got to spend more than 2 hours playing it. And I spend about 2 hours online on live with a game. And that 2 hours, that's like months. Think about it.
Right.
Like when I'm playing God of War or whatever other story driven game, I'm just spending 2 hours on 3 days a week.
Well, what are you guys saying? Should I allow Ed to play?
I'll play what I want. Dang it.
What do you think, guys?
I mean,
should I give the command to Ed?
Hey, you are the master. And
I know.
No.
Heavy is the head.
You pull his chains or nipple chains or whatever the way you want.
For those listening, live and on the audio podcast. Darkseid has gifted me with 3 games: Spider-Man, the first one, God
of War, yes,
and Horizon, yes. And he asked me, "Hey, I'm giving you these games. It'd be cool to see you play them online on my Twitch account." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I played 2 of the games, but I've only played them online. I haven't played them offline. And I can imagine this is both games are big stories. So it's going to take more than 2 hours, to kind of like get into it. And if I do play it 3 days a week just for 2 hours, I won't get done with this game until like months later.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
if you play, okay, let's think about this. God of War probably takes around maybe 20 hours,
22 hours.
20 hours. So that means that if you play 2 hours a week or 2 hours a day for three days a week, that's 6 hours. In 1 month, you could be done with God of War.
You could be done with God of War. And then you could do like a half hour of whatever garbage you play, and your people will, I mean, it's not like you're losing anything in Killer Instinct. It's the same crap.
If you have been looking at my channel, I have played Killer Instinct and then like later played Dead by Daylight. So
I would cut out that Dead by Daylight.
No.
I'm just saying, from a entertainment value, that ain't fun to watch.
Well, that is not fun to watch.
Nope.
I can't play Killer Instinct and then switch over to a story-driven game.
Why not?
Because
people do it all the time.
It's gonna take, but I can't like spend 2 hours just playing.
Why don't you do it the other way? Why don't you do God of War, story-driven game, and then cool down with mindless, boring Killer Instinct?
You mean amazing, great?
Sure, repetitive Killer Instinct.
If I'm playing a story-driven game, I got to spend a whole live stream doing it. I can't just like split it.
All right, do whatever you got to do. You know what? This is ridiculous. This is a video game we're talking about. I don't understand how this is so complicated for you to do.
You've never live streamed before, so it's hard to like.
Yeah, you don't know.
12-year-olds live stream. There are children doing this. It's not that difficult to do.
There's a such thing as
stay in your lane.
Yes,
and
thank you, my Mexican brother.
Exactly.
That's true. It's true.
There is a such thing as burnout and stuff like that. Like I actually used to stream every day, and when I did that, like I was starting to get tired. I was getting tired, boy. But anyways,
so Eddie, you can't do it. Stop doing it.
Boy.
All right, let's hear it again. Come on in.
Boy.
Oh my God.
It's good.
No.
I can go.
Okay.
It sounds a little too demonic. Like a demon.
Boy.
No.
Boy.
Listen here, boy.
Listen here, boy.
No.
You almost had.
Yeah.
Just need a little more bass.
Listen here, boy.
So
that was probably the best one you had.
But when I just did.
Yeah.
Listen here, boy.
No. That's too deep. That's creepy.
Listen here, boy.
No. Now you sound like
a farmer.
Yeah.
Listen here, boy.
You smoked a little bit too many Newports as a kid. Yeah.
Some moonshine.
Listen here, boy.
Listen here, boy.
I'll come
Listen
from a
here,
land.
boy.
I'll come from a land called Sparta. You got. I can't do it now. My voice is again.
No, you did. You did it earlier, and it was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
I'll stick to that.
Yeah, but you lost it.
I'll stick to the Batman voice because I do reflect that more than.
All right, Ed Underground, I give you permission. I release you.
Permission? Release?
I give you permission.
Never held
play
me down.
the games at your leisure. just occasionally stream them so we can, every now and then watch you play some of the cool parts of God of War because it has a lot of great moments in it. At least play it every Friday. I mean,
There you go.
in and out of whatever you're doing.
I think the thing is that play what you want. Honestly, but at the same time,
play whatever you want.
But the thing is that there's so many good games that you're limiting yourself by playing. Now, if you like everybody says about you, like this is a common thing about you. As far as like Xbox games, fighting games, you're good. I wouldn't say you're not good at Street Fighter.
No.
That's a fact.
I mean, I haven't played it in years, but
yeah, I'm talking about years ago. You weren't good at that.
I didn't own it actually.
Right.
None of us. Only I think like out of like the five of us, he who shall not be named, rest in peace.
He's not dead.
He's dead. He's dead to me. Ever since his president lost the election, he's been dead to me.
Has anyone heard from him at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think he's literally like a cicada. He went into hibernation.
He went into hibernation underground.
until Trump wins in 2024 or whatever. Then he'll come out of his little burrow. His little MAGA burrow, and he's gonna sprout and open up his wings again, and then he'll come back and beat Ed in Street Fighter 8 by the time whenever that comes
Actually,
out.
I beat him the last time in Street Fighter.
No, you beat him maybe once out of like.
You beat him?
That was the one time you beat him out of all the matches that you played.
In years.
Yeah, it wasn't that after he was like wore down, tired, and annoyed. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like the excuse he used. Sure.
That was.
We were all there.
That wasn't the excuse.
No, we were
spent
all there.
night doing the tournament.
Yeah, it was like rematch after rematch, and it was just like he's tired. It was late, and you finally got one. I believe as soon as you won, you packed up your shit and ran up.
Yeah, you literally soon as you won, you turned everything off, packed it, didn't even say anything. You just left.
Well, you did. This because I remember that night. It was like 4:00 in the morning. It was like 4. It was like 4 in the morning. We were all at his place, and
everyone wanted to leave.
We wanted to leave.
Now it's going back to
what happened was we were playing, and every time Ed would lose, Ed would say rematch. He instantly rematch.
Yep.
We were like rematch, and we were all just like, dude, let's just go. And Ed did this for hours, and Mark got to a point where he was just like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm beaten down, and we all just wanted to go to bed. He won one game, and literally, I remember this. Ed got up, turned off the PlayStation. No, he saved it. He made sure he saved it.
Yeah,
you saved the replay.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox
saved the replay. Yeah.
Xbox 360. You got up. You made sure to save it. And then you literally disconnected your Xbox, put it into your backpack, your backpack, and you walked out the door. You said, "I won, therefore I'm the greatest." And it didn't matter that Mark had beaten you for literally years before then. All in your mind is that I beat Mark. It doesn't matter if Mark was asleep. If he had a controller in his hand, and you beat him, you would have been like, I'm the greatest ever. And then you recorded it and walked out. But I do remember that.
I'm sure he was wide awake, and I think it was my Xbox One. I remember now. It was the Xbox One.
It wasn't an Xbox One.
No,
it was 360.
No, it was 360 because it was
360. I remember it.
No, we played it constantly on 360, but the day I beat him, it was on my Xbox One.
No,
because I never owned the game.
No, it wasn't the 360.
It was 360 because
I'm telling you right now.
Someone had let you borrow their copy. It was because either it was you had gotten a copy from somebody. It might have been Mark's copy, and it was 360 because the thing is, I was there at the time. I was still living in Chicago, and at that time, that was like 2010. The Xbox One didn't come out. Oh yeah, that was like 2009, 2010.
But it was a while ago.
Can you record?
It was so long ago that I remember it still had the original roster. It didn't have all the.
Can you record on the 360? Is the question?
The extra stuff.
Yeah,
you could record on the 360.
You could.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could record clips.
No,
Those
because
clips,
I
yeah.
remember recording on my Xbox One, and that's how I was able to
It
put it on
wasn't an
YouTube.
Xbox One.
It wasn't Xbox.
Ed,
Xbox
we're
One
all
didn't come
telling
out.
you. I
Xbox One
remember
didn't
it
come
was an
out.
Xbox 360.
Xbox One didn't come out.
Right?
It didn't come out until 2013. Xbox One didn't come out until 2013. And I know for a fact no one else had an Xbox One like day one except for me. Because I actually literally got it day one, Xbox One.
Well,
And I don't come home for at least I don't come home until like every 2 to 3 years. So there's no way that was during that time. And this was during Xbox 360, 100%
but see, my
guaranteed.
question is like, how was I able to record it and then post it on my YouTube channel?
I don't remember, but there's.
I don't remember.
I'm telling you, the reason I know this again, another thing. Street Fighter 4, there was no arcade edition yet. It still had the initial 16 characters or something. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
Also, I remember you packing up your 360, moving that around. I don't remember the Xbox One.
See,
You
that's
never
another
packed.
thing. Like,
You never packed to your Xbox
I
One.
didn't own a 360.
You did.
No, my brother owned a 360.
So then you
I
were
think I
using
bought
your
him
brother's-
one.
Well, I remember.
I never took that 360 out of the house. I bought him a 360, but I never took it out of the house. I played on it, but I never took it out of the house. The Xbox One, I bought for myself.
It wasn't the Xbox One. I'm telling you.
I
right
could
now.
have sworn it was because I believe the Street Fighter was on Game Pass or something like that.
Can
Well,
you
I mean-
find the post? Didn't he post it on Facebook?
I posted it on my old
YouTube.
channel. See, that's the thing. Like, how
Oh,
can I-
did he record it with his phone?
No, I didn't. No.
Let me see.
You
Hold
recorded
on.
with your
Record my
phone?
No.
Nah, he did that. He did that with Super Smash Brothers. He recorded on his phone.
Okay, I seem to.
Yeah.
These cheap tactics. I seem to record.
I
Recall some of them.
I do have it saved somewhere on my. You guys can continue talking
Look
now.
on my, it's on my wait. I can probably pull it up myself. It's on my old
No, that's fine. Look.
gamer tag account, but
What's your old gamer
That's
tag?
Airfax, but it's on
Airfax
unsolicited.
0.
Yeah, but it's on unsolicited
Go ahead, Green Tuner.
because I didn't want to
Airfax 0.
accumulate.
Yep, I found it.
one.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Videos.
And I was gonna say, Ed, you should really like they were saying. If you started playing Street Fighter, I would watch.
Well, like I said earlier, I didn't. own
Now you have a
PS4 at the
PlayStation.
time. Yeah, now I do. But there's also some other games that I'm going to play, and so many games I want to get. Like first,
No, I know, but like you're good at Killer Instinct, right? So I would like to see you progress in Street Fighter because Street Fighter is a deeper pool than Killer Instinct in regards to competition.
a lot
so
of people
you're-
actually, they're split
I know.
on the new one, this new Street Fighter.
I know they're split, but there's a deeper pool in Street Fighter than there's in Killer Instinct. Just like even if Killer Instinct's a better game, I'm saying in regards to how many people play it, the competition is going to be much, much deeper on Street Fighter.
I get that.
Yeah, so I at least would like to see you rise through the ranks is what I'm saying.
What about Guilty Gear?
Eh,
Guilty Gear Stride. That's
I mean,
recent.
Instinct is better than Killer Instinct. So
Wow, Killer Instinct.
I don't mind Killer Instinct. I like it, but I'm just saying it's nice to get a break every now and then.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah.
So
But you got to realize, I just now got a PS4, so like a lot of the
Mhm.
games that I will play fighting game wise, that's on other
Mhm.
consoles. Didn't have at the time, so now I have it, but I got to buy the games, but first get through the other games that I got for it. So it's a
well,
lot.
now that Daddy Darkseid
yep.
released you from your bondage,
Ugh.
Right.
now
Yeah.
you're able to play at your own leisure.
Daddy
Yeah, when
Darkseid, Creamy.
Mm.
What's
He gives you- I mean, you're adding all these other stuff to it.
Yeah, you're really
Oh, I
burying
didn't
yourself
think
there,
about
buddy.
that. Ugh.
Yeah, I bet you didn't.
But I mean, in either case, I'm still looking for the Street Fighter video. It's not on your air.
We'll
it's
find it
unsolicited.
eventually.
It's on
We'll
there.
find
it's
it. Yeah,
unsolicited.
we'll find it. We'll find it.
Unlisted, not
Unlisted.
unsolicited.
That's what
Yeah,
I
you're
meant.
not going door to door selling vacuum cleaners.
He's like, it's not
Yeah,
it's
well,
not
unsolicited.
it's not solicited. What I was gonna say, but the funny thing is that no matter what, with in regards to the stream, like, dude, play what you want. But I just want to give you, I want you to give an opportunity to these good first party games. And granted, you may not play every game online, but I personally want to see some progression in seeing you try these games out because I mean, I feel like, I mean, there's people who only play fighting games. Sure, there's some people that only play sports games. Actually, I know a lot of people who just play sports games. They really don't play nothing else. So I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. But I mean, as a person that I know likes to play other games, I think it'll be a really cool opportunity. And unless you see what other games are out there, because I feel like as a Xbox stan, you don't get much of you don't get much of a variety. I'll say that you don't get much of a variety in games. So I want you to be able to experience what so many people across the world has been able to enjoy.
And that's
What
what I'm
the hell?
doing slowly. Wait, what?
All right, just another thing. Hitmonkey is getting a cartoon or a series.
Hitmonkey.
Hitmonkey.
Uh, yeah, I think.
I just saw it on YouTube. Are they gonna do the rest of the squad with the werewolf and the men thing, or just the Hitmonkey?
Wait, what's
don't know.
Hitmonkey?
He's a Marvel character.
He's a Marvel character.
Jeez, I have not seen Hitmonkey.
It's like a monkey that wears a suit, but he also belongs to a bigger team that's comprised, I think, of a werewolf, man thing, a vampire by daylight, right? The chick.
Yeah, but
the giant goop monster. I forgot what his name is.
Right here.
Yeah, but it's basically like Shield, but for paranormal beings, and it's comprised of all these like weird characters, basically like Frankenstein, the werewolf, Dracula, but their own version of it. And Hitmonkey's part of that team.
Yeah, Hitmonkey. Is it coming to Hulu? Because it seems like that's where like the MODOK series went there.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just saw that. I was browsing through the thumbnails.
Might be the voice of Hitmonkey.
So I've seen covers of this in a comic book store, but I've never read any of the comics. So I know I've seen it, but I know nothing about Hitmonkey.
Oh, he's not.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you should research the other group though. The other team, I remember some of the few stories that I read were pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't seen I haven't seen Hitmonkey in so long. And the fact that they're actually going to make a series about that.
Yeah, it's such a weird character to pull on like Hitmonkey.
Yeah, there's a trailer out for it. It's coming to Hulu.
Jeez.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just saw the thumbnail and it drew my attention. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Yep.
Why is that?
The MODOK series came to Hulu.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Doesn't Disney own Hulu?
Yeah, they own a major portion of it.
Oh, here we go. Stake is the group.
Ah, okay.
It has Werewolf, which is like I said, the werewolf.
By night, yeah.
Dugan who appears in everything.
Yep.
And then there's the Howling Commandos with Hitmonkey right there, Glyph, Man-Thing, Memphibian, Orgo, which is that giant thing, Vampire by Night, which is the chick, Teen Abomination, and whatever. But I remember the comics being pretty interesting with the stake part.
Have not read it. I will check it out. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Speaking about Marvel, I did see what's his name? Killmonger. What if?
Oh yeah.
The latest episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't watched it, but feel free to ruin it.
Yeah, go ahead. I haven't.
You want to ruin it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, he said spoil away.
Okay, well, spoiler.
Oh my
Spoiler
gosh.
alert. Anyways,
Spoiler.
so I didn't see the previous what ifs because you guys said it wasn't really good. So I said, I'll just watch it till it's over.
I said the second one wasn't good. The one with Black Panther.
There's one that I really love so far, which I mean
that was the stinker.
We could talk about it once it's over and we can kind of our thoughts.
I will say this because of the Killmonger one, I actually want to see what the other ones are all about.
Yeah, watch them.
Yeah, no, I did like the Killmonger one. It's
the what?
the guy that's opposite of Black Panther.
Yeah, well,
Black Panther would be what, a white cougar?
Huh?
It's about White Wolf.
White Wolf. Yeah, the opposite of Black Panther.
Yeah.
So what's the name? What is it? Who is
Killmonger.
There we go.
I said it right the first time.
Did you?
I did. I believe I did.
Okay.
Annihilation.
So what'd you like? What'd you like about the? I watched the What If as well. I I've seen them all at this point. And I know last episode you guys were talking about, we're gonna do, we're gonna wait till they all end, and then we're going to rank them for you guys because, like I said, I've been waiting for you guys for 6 damn episodes to watch the damn what ifs, and then you guys come up with some bullshit while I'm out talking about.
Hey,
that's what we're doing. So.
Well, guess what? I'm going to talk about it right now. So you can go
for it.
Fuck you,
kiss
then.
my
Fuck
ass.
you then.
Yeah, kiss my ass. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
So yeah, Ed, tell us about what you think about the last episode.
I thought Creamcast was about to break down something.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm just kind of curious.
Okay, all right. So let's hear it.
I like this episode. It felt the only thing I don't like about it is that it was short. I actually wanted to see more of this. The way Killmonger was.
They're all short.
I know. Well, I've never seen the previous ones, so.
Okay.
What you guys say it's bad, but this one I kind of wish it was longer. This Killmonger seemed like he was the same Killmonger from Black Panther. This is that same down to earth. I want my time. My time is now. I'm going to get vengeance for what you guys did to my family, to my life, basically. Should I spoil some things? Or...
Yeah, go for it. Okay. Spoiler alert for anyone that's watching.
Spoiler alert. Yeah,
Spoiler
exactly.
alert. All right, so we all know how Tony Stark becomes Iron Man. He sees one of his missiles or whatever lands right beside him, and the shards like go into his body, and just has a whole turnover face afterwards. Complete 180. He becomes from like a really spoiled rich kid to like just thinking about what he's done, what his company is doing to the world, and he turns to a hero. In this case, Killmonger, he saves Tony Stark before the missile blows up and affects Tony Stark. Killmonger takes the missile, throws it far away from himself and Tony Stark, and he saves him. And that just turns everything around. Tony Stark doesn't become Iron Man, but Killmonger is very friendly to Tony Stark. He has his own agenda. It doesn't look like that in the beginning, but you begin to see like bits and pieces like, oh, okay, it's something else is up. He ends up manipulating Tony Stark into making his own mech-like iron suit, and eventually turns on Tony. He kills Black Panther within the same 5 minutes, and he later takes over Wakanda, and he eventually meets Black Panther, T'Challa, in the spirit life. T'Challa in the spirit life, and they just had this confrontation. I think this is a really good episode. I would love to see this more than 30 minutes. I would love to see this for an hour or an hour and a half. What, you don't think so?
No, I'm saying it's not going to happen. They're all
no,
short.
It's not going to happen. It's not. But I felt like if this, I was getting into it. Like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I'm like, I need something to watch while I'm eating food. So I just, this came out. I'm going to watch this. Here, the What If series is not that good, so I'm going to give it a try. And I couldn't finish my food. I was into it. I just wish it was longer. It's not going to be longer. I know that, but would have loved it.
You should watch the rest. You'll be able to watch them all in one afternoon, really.
I'll watch it now.
They vary. They're some of them are good, some of them are not good. So they're pretty wide. Their variety.
All right,
I
so
think
come on, Creamcast.
The best one, even though I haven't seen the rest of them.
Lay it on us. What's
all right, you fuck sticks.
What?
You pieces of shit. All right, so I think overall, I'll say just straight up, my favorite one so far has been the Doctor Strange episode.
That's what we were saying last week.
Yeah.
Which one's your least favorite?
The least favorite would either be the Captain Peggy.
Captain Carter.
Captain Peggy.
Captain Carter, yeah, Captain Peggy.
Peggy Hill.
Yeah.
My
Captain.
God.
Captain. What's her name?
Melamo Peggy Hill.
God, you're so stupid. Captain Carter. I think that's one of my. I think that was my least favorite. It just seemed boring. It was just boring. It was literally. It just seemed like it was.
It's a rehash. It was a total rehash.
It's a rehash.
Yeah.
You really, literally, just gender swamped them.
Yep.
And when they gender swamped them, they didn't really increase the story other than the beginning where Peggy was. They're like, a woman can't do this job, and then that was pretty much it. After that point, it felt like. But no, the Doctor Strange one was by far I think the most interesting one.
Yeah,
because it really showed the level of despair that he went through. And it actually, like for the rest, like all the episodes, that was the only episode that actually had like a little twist at the end. Like, you didn't know that he was there was two of him in the same reality.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, oh shit. Like, and then you saw the good one lose, and you literally saw what happened at the end of, with the bad one winning and getting what he wants and literally destroying the reality. It was good. It was everything that you
it felt like I was telling Green Jr. It felt like an episode of the Twilight Zone. It felt like that twist you're talking about in the end where it doesn't always work out. That Twilight Zone, the best Twilight Zone episodes are known for that twist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something different from what we've already seen.
Exactly.
Which the worst, again, one of my least, the one I consider the worst is the T'Challa being Star-Lord.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's basically the same thing, just with more happier and everything goes well, nothing goes wrong. It's just so uninteresting.
I hate Thanos in that so much.
Yeah,
Thanos is in it.
It's so uninteresting.
Yeah,
and Thanos.
Such a
you
weird
should watch it.
That character.
But definitely if they do it where there's, like you said, a twist or just something different from the ordinary, like they did with Doctor Strange. But they're already made by now, so who knows what the rest of them are going to be like.
Yeah.
How many are supposed to be in the season?
So there's this one episode that, like, the season order, I think was 2 parts, and I think it's 9 episodes per part. So I think we're going to get whatever episodes leading up to 9 we have now.
Right.
Next year is going to be the other 9.
Oh, okay.
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 I thought this was like going to be a 1-season thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, because the what ifs really is piggybacking off of the whole multi-universe.
I would say the Loki thing in a way.
Well, yeah. So it's crazy.
They're all canon, I guess, because they're different.
The one element that they've introduced here that I hope we see in the MCU is the Watcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. I hope we can see him.
Yeah. They definitely establish him as the MCU Watcher, and pretty damn cool. Especially in that Doctor Strange episode, man, that is the best use of him at the end, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cool moment.
That was a really cool moment. Yeah, because you always see the Watcher acting from afar and he's observing, he's narrating, he's narrating from a distance. But we've never seen him actually interact with another universe and actually actively talk to somebody. And the fact, I'll just explain. I'll spoil it.
He'll do it in the comics.
Yeah, he does it
like with Galactus or something like that happens.
He's real sloppy in the comics all the time.
Yeah, out of all the Watchers, I guess that one Watcher, I forgot his name. He's the one that has the. Yeah, I think he's the one that has the most compassion, supposed as to the other Watchers.
Yes.
So that's why since we're part of his, the universes that he watches, he feels compelled to interact, while the other Watchers that are watching the other universes just don't give a crap and will never interfere.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It was just cool to see. It was cool to see that. I think what was really awesome about the Doctor Strange episode was that that Doctor Strange became self-aware
Mhm.
of the greater cosmic universe and was able to actually talk to the Watcher, because most people don't even know that he's there. They have no self-awareness. He came to a level where his strength was absorbing all these mystical beings. He was able to get to the level of like Galactus and so forth. And in reality, he became the one of the, or if not the most, one of the most powerful beings in his universe. So the fact that he was able to interact and be self-aware.
He could see the Watcher at a certain point, and when he cannot control it, he like looks to the Watcher and says, "Why can't you help me?" And it was just a cool moment because they've never really interacted, or they've never even had the possibility of them being aware of other characters being aware of the Watcher, and they don't even. It's the progression of the story. Like he becomes so powerful that when he's run out of options, he looks to the direction of the Watcher and says, I don't remember what he exactly says, but he asks for help.
Well, he tells them, "Hey, you've made your own, your own grave. I can't,
I can't help for you." Whatever.
Which was cool too, because part of me, when that part happened, was expecting for the Watcher to be like, "Fine, I'll help you, and just make sure that you do things right."
Yeah.
And they actually ended up just killing that whole universe. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Just especially when what's his name, the girl starts dematerializing, and she's like, "What did you do?" Those were her last words. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Like she's literally confronting. He finally was able to save her, and instead of being grateful of, "Oh my goodness, you saved me," she's fearful of him, and then questions of like, "What did you actually do?" And I think that was awesome. And like that, out of all the episodes that we have seen, that is by far the episode that resonated with me as far as content wise, the best. As a Marvel fan, as far as what I did enjoy Killmonger's episode, and that is because Killmonger, I understand where Killmonger comes from. Like I understand that Killmonger, he's really an anti-hero. He's not there to, the one thing I give Marvel credit for so far with their bad guys, they're not just like Darkseid is literally like when you look at like DC. Darkseid is just the embodiment of evil. Like he doesn't really care about people. He just wants to be the ruler of all life. And there's not a deep why to him. He's just a typical classical bad guy. I want to destroy the world because I can, or I want to be in charge of everything because I can.
You don't feel sorry for him or anything like that.
Yeah, you just be like, "Oh, Darkseid, he's just a badass guy." Like, that's it. But with like Killmonger, he's not evil just to be evil. He's evil because he wants to do radical things to seek justice. And that, like Thanos wants to kill half of the life in the universe, or in all existence, so that the world, that life can be able to flourish better. These people are flawed characters, but they have reasons behind purposes of why they're doing it, and I really like that with Killmonger. Me being a black man, of course, I'm going to like Black Panther to an extent more so than maybe other people may.
Typical black guy.
Typical black guy that loves, you're going to like Miss Marvel when she comes out. And you're going to be like, Miss Marvel, she's so awesome. So,
he will be awesome, you asshole.
spare me the bullshit. I get it. Yes, a black guy likes Black Panther. So typical. I got it. Like I said,
I know you didn't listen to the last episode because you're trying to keep yourself from the Shang-Chi spoilers.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we had this literal same conversation.
Yeah, the same conversation.
Yeah, because we're talking about the villain of Shang-Chi. And again, I don't want to taint but we enjoyed him as a villain. And we had an in-depth conversation about the Marvel villains and pretty much exactly what you're talking about. So, but yeah, it's the same insight you have.
That's good.
real quick too. One of my my Asian friends, he actually called me up and said, "How do you feel now that Shang-Chi is better than Black Panther or whatever?" He was like kind of like a racist joke type thing, but whatever.
But hey, that's the
I
thing.
mean,
It's cool. Like if Shang-Chi, when I see it, I'm gonna have it I'm gonna look at it from a lens of unbiasedness, but
He,
being biased.
yeah, he's
Well,
better if he has the rings. If he doesn't have the rings, he's toast. So it just depends on which Shang-Chi Black Panther faces.
yeah, I mean, if he's talking about the movie,
Never see that
was your
happen.
friend talking about the quality of the movie, or he's talking about having a badass character?
well, he didn't say like what quality or whatever. He was just saying because just being funny
The
racist
power
joke.
levels, right?
Just I guess I'll guess the quality of the movie. He was just like calling me up and
Oh,
saying,
the
"Hey,
movie.
how do you
Okay.
feel now that Shang-Chi is better than Yo Black Panther or whatever?" Just being funny racist or whatever.
I
And
mean,
what's his name?
yeah,
So
we'll
we
I'm
see.
can
not gonna
shout
say
it
his
out
name.
on.
Yeah.
No.
Please point. Can you please point him out?
I'm not gonna say. I don't know if
Uh,
he wants his name said on here. So he
but
knows
hey,
about the podcast, but I don't think
mm,
he
Put him on
listens to it.
blast.
Huh?
yeah.
No,
Mm,
I'm not blowing on blast. No, I would
I
say their
mean,
name if they want me to say their name. I'll just do that. So
but the thing is, look at it like this: like when Marvel, let's be honest, Marvel when they first do something is not really good most of the time. They grow into it and they start building stuff up. Going back to the original Marvel movies, if you compare them to the later Marvel movies, there's really not a comparison. The only one that's actually probably that can stand up a little bit better would be like maybe Iron Man at most.
and
But
Blade.
and Blade, well,
I
yeah,
have a deep love of Blade.
Blade is still king. Blade is
he
still king.
loves the big black blade.
Always
Uh,
bet on black.
yeah, always been on black, baby.
You know
So
he ad libbed a lot of those things.
seriously,
Snipes. Yeah. Like that
Snipes.
one,
Yeah.
some motherfuckers just want to ice skate
what's
uphill.
uphill?
All snipes.
Wow.
All Wesley snipes.
Wow. It's funny because like people make jokes about like Woody Harrelson. If you guys remember the movie 2012, where he's the crazed like end of the world guru, and like he eats pickles out of nowhere, like drinks pickle juice and is crazy all the time. And like the joke was is that they actually didn't actually tell Woody Harrelson he was on the film. They just filmed him normally.
Just let him go.
They just let him go on.
How do you
And
know
it's
that?
like I feel like with Wesley Snipes, they're just like, hey, you got this costume on, but we're not filming, man. Just do what you do. Just say
Just be
whatever.
yourself. Just be
Yeah, just
Pretty much.
Snipes.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what happened
Yeah.
with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, like there's really no script, man. Just say whatever you normally say at home. You drive turkey, like whatever stuff like that. But like when Marvel does things for the first time, it's usually not so good. So if Black Panther was the quintessential minority movie, and now other movies are getting better after that, and specifically minority movies, hey, you know what? We will take the hit for our Asian brothers and sisters, and they can continue to flourish with us. But we'll see.
Just
I'm
wait till
definitely.
Black Panther 2 comes out and we'll
Oh
see.
my goodness! I got my
Exactly.
dashiki. I got my dashikis ready.
The shaky.
Yeah, my dashikis ready. I mean,
It's gonna have like a Nerika Badu thing on top.
No.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we tried to ask Ed what he was doing with his hair today, or Bandito Mac tried to ask him what he was doing. Ed tries to act all secretive, like I can't tell you what I'm doing with my hair.
That didn't say I
It's a
can't
secret,
tell you.
like,
That's someone to
make
keep
it
it
a
a surprise
secret.
or whatever.
It's a surprise. Like I want to show you my hair. Like, damn woman. Like
Wait, what?
I'm going to show you my hair. Close your eyes. Turn around. I'm going to show you
Yeah,
my
I did
hair.
not see
Like,
these.
It's like a Muslim wife. You can't see him with a. You can't see him
What?
without his hair.
Well, that was the last episode.
yeah, so that was great, guys. This has been episode 16 of the Blur Podcast. You can catch us. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know why Ed is so secretive of his hair.
I don't know. I think he just wants to like one day he's just gonna turn on the camera. He's gonna have the Andre 3000 hairdo
Yeah.
or Pootie Tang hairdo.
Yeah,
whatever
Williams.
he's gonna have.
all right. I mean, I feel like Ed's gonna do one of those things. You know, I had that phase where I permed my hair, and oh man, it was.
Ed's looking to relax his hair. He's not even looking for a perm.
Yeah, he's gonna relax the shit out of it,
right?
And
it's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gonna relax.
I feel like Ed, what he's gonna do is he's gonna relax it. He's gonna try to spike it, and like he's gonna reinvent like 1990s, 2000 like punk rock, you know, with the frosted tips.
Oh God, no.
Sugar Ray Ed.
With the shell necklace.
Yeah, shell necklace.
I'm not going to
Abercrombie.
I'm not going to
Abercrombie shirts.
There was one time I wanted to spike my hair. That was back in high school.
Last week.
No.
He was prowling the halls.
Wait a minute. Didn't you spike your hair one time?
For the next date?
Looking for ideas.
Did you spike your hair once?
Yes, I did. I did spike my hair. I permed my hair, or I relaxed my hair, and then like had a little new growth going, and then I just did one of these, and boom. And I went through a weird phase, man. I went through a weird phase in my life, but that was what mid 2000s were, man. It's for experimentation.
Experimenting.
Yeah, experimenting. Like, dude, like get off me. But you're like 2021 talking about hello, fellow high schoolers. Like, what's the cool spike hair? What do you guys do with your hair nowadays? Spike it? Oh man, that's really cool.
Spiking my hair, just for those listening. Oh, also for those listening, if you want, you can also comment too. We'll read your comments and stuff. But
hey,
I'm not spiking my hair.
Wait, do we even have any viewers right now?
Yeah, I don't think we do.
We don't have
we got
viewers.
a whole zero.
Well, we have like on and off. We have from
we have about
4. Now we got 3.
2.
All right, well,
I see 3.
No, I'm saying like, so right now, if you go to viewers, you see that we have like 5 people, or 1 is you, 1 is testing gameplay. So that's just a API. I think that's just a Twitch bot. We had DJ Demon Mix, which I think is just another API bot. There's myself.
He's from my channel.
Oh, he's from your channel?
Are you hosting? Are you hosting?
I am hosting on my channel.
No wonder we're getting those 3 viewers.
So I see
and Bandito Mac.
Oh yeah, he's here. Cool.
Yeah, of course he's here.
And DJ from my channel was here too.
I thought he was a bot.
No, he's not a bot. Testing gameplay, I think he's on my channel too.
No, that's definitely a bot.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a Twitch bot.
I'm on there to get on the ground, but that's me hosting.
That's definitely a bot.
Wow. You wish I was a bot.
Yeah, you have no feelings.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, he says he's here.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh. We're glad you're here.
Ed, are you actually streaming?
No, I'm hosting it on my channel.
He's hosting.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to my channel,
hostess with the mostest.
Yes.
Hostess with the mostest.
Hostess
yeah.
and mostest.
He's giving us maximum exposure.
Beetlejuice, Candyman. But yeah. What?
What?
If you say Beetlejuice 3 times.
So when I get Beetlejuice, you want to get a train from Beetlejuice and Candyman? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm not trying to do that. No, you have to be in front of a mirror to say. Oh, and Mac is here. Yo, what's up, Mac? How you both doing?
All right.
What? I'm just reading the comments. Wait, can you guys see it too?
No, I can't see crap. I'm literally just looking at you guys and the thing that says technical difficulties.
Yeah, no, I can see it. I'm watching it.
Max says, "Whoa, thought this was a Christian stream."
Oh, shit.
Oh, it is. We did have a prayer last episode.
Yeah, there was a really good prayer.
Exactly.
I was surprised by that. I listened to that. I was like, geez. And the thing is like Ed didn't even do it. I thought Ed was going to be the one praying, but here comes the, resident shithead.
Dark side.
Yeah, dark side over here having a great prayer. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, I was actually.
Don't worry. By the end of the episode, we'll have Ed speaking in tongues.
Yeah,
He's just gonna fall
What
to the
in the
ground and start
world?
speaking.
What in the
Well, only if his master side allows him to speak.
No.
I'll consider it.
But yeah, so let's say
About the superheroes,
superheroes,
right?
right?
Is that what we're talking about?
Shang-Chi.
Comparing Black Panther to Shang-Chi?
Black Panther.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like, I mean, I hope going in the future. I know we're talking about new Avengers and so forth. I feel like there's a lot of potential out there. So I'm definitely gonna see Shang-Chi, and when I see it, I will come with an unbiased opinion on it.
All I'm wondering is when the hell is there gonna be a Hispanic superhero? Because all we got is Miles Morales, and I can only claim half of that.
Yeah,
So that's just what I'm saying.
Let's see what is
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what did you say?
He said Speedy Gonzalez. Holy jeez. Dark side, Sidehead, you realize the things that you think of, you don't have to actually say them. Like,
Am I the only fan of Speedy Gonzalez here?
It's spraying straight to his mouth. He doesn't even
there's no
process it.
filter. Jeez. I guess you're the only fan of Speedy Gonzalez.
That's tragedy. He's a great character.
As the Mexican superhero. They actually want him to. People were upset that Speedy Gonzalez was actually a thing. I'm like, dude, like y'all are like.
Past.
Was he not in the new Space Jam? I don't remember. I know there was a controversy. I saw it. I forgot it. I don't remember if he was in it.
They took out Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew they took out because he's a rapist, but they didn't take out.
He is.
Gonzalez, I guess.
He is.
How is he a rapist? There have been episodes.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
He's always going hard against.
You don't think he's fondling her pretty unwelcomed advances there?
There are episodes where the cat is
asking for it.
Or wants it, yeah.
Sure.
Live on Twitch.
Straight from Ed Underground's mouth. She was asking for it. Maybe she shouldn't have dressed
Not like that.
Yeah, I mean,
not like that.
Wow, this is going to be definitely the last episode that we're going to have on Twitch. Holy shit!
I'm sweating.
Yeah, like my hands are literally sweating in this conversation. Jesus, wow.
All I wanted to know is if there was a Hispanic mainstream superhero.
Green Tuna, you are getting, I believe, America Chavez. She's a character. She's a newer character from Marvel. I think she's going to be your Hispanic focus.
Yeah, but there's like no mainstays, right? Like Black Panther has a long history.
Yeah, Black Panther long history.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Shang-Chi has a long history. There's like no.
No, you have.
Well, dude, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I mean, where's the prominent Indian character? They're all recent additions.
Miss Marvel.
I told you.
Yeah, like I said,
Apache guy.
Additions.
The Apache guy from the
Apache Chief. Yes.
Yeah, that's
He knocks Chuck.
Yeah, I mean
that's true. I do have Apache Chief. Even though I'm a wrong kind of Indian, you racist bastard.
I mean, we were talking about.
I will take Apache Chief. So
Apache Chief.
Rock.
Oh wait, DJ Demon Mix says White Tiger, but he Puerto Rican. White Tiger.
Oh, Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger.
I'll take him. Bronze.
Oh yeah,
Tiger.
Bronze Tiger. There you go.
Okay, I'll take Bronze Tiger. That's all.
Oh,
good.
dude, you got Bane technically. Bane is.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
dude.
but he's a villain though. He never wins.
But still, what a villain. That's true.
Wait, I thought Bane was Russian.
I thought he was too.
Bane is from South
KG
America.
Beast. This is what you're thinking of. KG Beast.
Maybe I'm
It's
thinking
basically
that.
like a cheaper version of Bane.
Bane. Yeah.
But what superhero though? Who's like who's not
Bronze Tiger. He just said it.
Okay.
No, isn't
It's not mainstream at all, but I'll take Bronze Tiger. So
Isn't Bronze Tiger a villain though?
Yeah. I
no,
thought he was a villain.
is he?
Is he?
Yeah.
He said,
thought it was like,
White Tiger, but he Puerto Rican.
Oh,
Is there a White Tiger
I
here?
think Bronze Tiger is a villain though. Let me look it up.
Yeah, let's look at the power of the internet.
Yeah, he definitely looks villainous.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Looks villainous.
Anti-hero. Okay,
Yeah.
anti-hero. There you go.
I can't think of
Oh
any
yeah,
heroes.
no kidding. I've never heard of White Tiger. I just looked him up.
I
White
honestly haven't
Tiger.
either. I haven't either. When I saw White
Huh.
Tiger, I was thinking like White Tiger Zord, like the Power
Literally,
Rangers.
it's Black Panther, but just with a white suit.
Oh,
White suit.
okay.
It kind of reminds me of. I'm taking a look at it now. It kind of reminds me of Moon Knight. How they just the color scheme. But yeah, he looks like he looks like freaking Black Panther, but it's called White Tiger. Yeah,
So is he like a copy and paste, basically?
there's definitely some race swamping going on.
Mm.
So we need like just a superhero,
Hispanic.
a Hispanic superhero.
Hispanic.
I'm telling you, it's Speedy Gonzalez. This is your best.
Yeah,
bet.
he's doubling down on Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh,
I mean,
DJ.
I'm looking at the list of Hispanic superheroes. They're all recent additions. Somehow
Yeah.
Kyle Rayner is on this list, and I just assumed he was a white guy for years.
I
DJ,
thought so too.
wait, hold on. DJ Demon Mix says, yeah, he got Panther powers. No Black Panther gave it to him, if I remember. Oh, okay. I didn't know he
Okay,
gave it to him.
that makes sense. See, that's what happens. The black man can't have nothing, man. Black man can't have anything. You know, as soon as we get something, we gotta give it away. Holy shit!
How is Kyle Rayner Hispanic?
Yeah, I don't know that either.
I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy for you, Darkseid. I mean,
What is that?
you've come so far with Miss Marvel. I mean,
Miss Marvel, I know.
yeah, I'm so happy. You guys.
Here, let me
so-
look up Indian superheroes and let me see who I get. I'll probably
I
get
told
that
you, Apache
Superman meme.
Yeah.
I'll probably get like the Spider-Man or Indian Superman meme.
Yeah, you might get a little
Good
bit
God.
of Bollywood.
For those wondering, Darkseid is
Native American.
okay.
As in,
He's Indian.
Yes.
That's why I said
Indian.
Apache Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I will take Apache Chief. You know,
Oh, wait. You just got another superhero recently.
who did I get?
The Eternals.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Kumail
Was
Nanjiani
that
is.
Yeah.
originally?
No, he was not.
He wasn't.
That
No,
was
they
small.
raced
Turtles were all white, as intended.
Yeah. you were absolutely race swamped, but I'm so happy.
How
for
do you feel about that, Darkseid?
I don't care.
Okay.
Irrelevant to the plot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a minor change. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I actually, if it were a group of white people, it would be very bland. I mean,
It would be. Yeah, like all the creators were just white people.
Yeah, then it's like how did black people come about? Like,
Magic.
Like, you know,
man, I was gonna say something real inappropriate. Let's keep moving here.
yeah.
Keep going.
Let's make it fast.
All
Make it
right.
fast. The funny thing is, people actually are getting mad. But we're talking about race swamping. I keep saying swamping. I'm gonna stop that because people are really gonna think that I sound
We're
like
stupid.
We're all idiots.
like who else says that? Like, no. Okay, so
Library.
thing we're talking about God of War, right?
Yeah.
So there's a character. I think her name is Agrabota.
Yeah.
But she is a black character in God of War,
Yeah.
and she's supposed to be the future wife of Loki.
Yeah.
And people, very very few people, but people have been upset about that. They're like,
Yeah.
"Holy smokes, a black woman in Norse mythology? That's crazy! Like, where would they do that at?" And it's like, dude, this is a story that has nothing. Like, literally, the only person I was listening to.
Well, let's hear it right now. Let's at Underground. What's your beef here?
Oh, snap.
Whoa. See, there's also let me add to.
Wow,
this.
I was joking, but okay.
Yes.
Well, let me add to this also. Some people are also upset about Thor being fat Thor.
That Thor. Oh, that was my favorite Thor.
Some people
Yeah.
are. Well, no, not Marvel.
I love
Some people
that
had the
about Thor.
expectation of the original non-fat Thor. That's how it should look like, whatever. Now, to be honest, my take on this, none of this is even real. All these gods and stuff like that in the mythology story.
Not real.
Yeah, it's fictional
Okay,
character like
so-
Jesus.
I'm just saying. Anyways,
Jesus.
I mean, so
Jeez.
what is there to get upset about?
Apologize to our Nordic fans out there for Ed Underground's ignorance.
Yeah, they're gonna
It's
be
not real.
like, what? Thor's not real.
Okay,
How dare you?
So you're cool with Norse mythology being changed or swapped? It doesn't really matter to you. I'm fine. I'm on
whatever
Zimbo.
with it
I'm just
because
asking you.
I
Okay.
just my opinion.
So how is
my
that
take.
different from like Batman? Like we were talking before about having a black Batman or a black Superman. They're both mythologies.
They are both mythologies. They've been around for years in the comic industry.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So why
I
make the
know where you're
exception
going
just
with
for
this.
the Norse mythology and
I
not
know where you're going
for
with this.
Batman or Superman?
Got him.
You got no one. You got
No.
you got no.
Ladies and
You got no
gentlemen,
one. Wait,
ladies
what?
and gentlemen, we have got him.
You
Yeah.
got no one.
No, I just think it's weird that, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a video on IGN.
I didn't see it.
It was a
People
video.
get offended over everything, no
Well,
matter
there's a
what
video.
it is.
There was a video on IGN with a Norse mythology expert, and he was talking about when you go through the I don't know what they're Iliads or whatever they're called for the North, the stories of all the gods and so forth. He's like, there's really no description of the gods. Like, there's really nothing that describes what the gods look like. And he was talking about the fact that Thor, the imagining of Thor is people want to look at Thor like the Marvel Thor, blonde hair, blue eyed, or, light hair, blue eyed or whatever guy, super in shape, muscular. In reality, he was saying the only thing that they've described about Thor is that Thor has red hair. So even then with Marvel changed it to be the more, I will say, idealistic god-like figure of a person. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like a comic book superhero.
Yeah, comic book superhero.
Yeah.
That just is a spade. So he was talking about the fact that because Thor is supposed to be, at minimum have red hair. He was like, I praise what they did for God of War. They made him actually somewhat accurate to what was described in the stories of Thor, and that Thor having a bigger body as opposed to this ripped, chiseled physique would be more appropriate to an actual Norse god than anything else. He was talking about, he's like, the only person that's really been described in these stories is Odin, with him having an eye patch and having gray hair and so forth. But that's it. The All-Father is this only being that has been really truly described in these stories. So the fact that, the God of War team has taken liberties, one, to try to make it somewhat accurate to what maybe a god in Norse mythology is coming along.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty awesome. And the fact that, there's a black person that's, a in the Norse mythology, I feel like, and people are upset about that, I feel like it's just stupid. Like, dude, these are fake. Like, this is one of the things. It just goes back to the
stories.
Yeah, it just goes back to, we were talking about the He-Man episode, right? Like, these people who are upset about He-Man did not give a shit about He-Man. Yeah, I mean, geez, it's like people care about, they act like they sat there like we have all the Norse mythological experts who play God of War, and we're like, you know what, I'm really upset about this. I've made it my life mission to accurately portray Loki and Thor and all this other stuff, and not even looking at the fact that there's a Greek god in a Norse mythology story. Loki's name Atreus, which is not part of any of the Norse mythologies.
Okay, yeah, we don't get into too much Fred Underground here.
Okay,
There's like him not to know.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I want. No, I'm gonna run it. Yeah, you're right.
But no. The idea of all these Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, these are all cultures, mythologies from cultures that are confined to their geographic location. So yeah, I mean, the idea is all the Norse gods would be white because they're worshipped by white people. The mythologies are carried on by white people, just like certain modern religions that we have, where certain people are depicted in certain way because of the Roman Catholic Church or whatever. Whoever carries the traditions forward depicts the ideas. But if you think about like Norse mythology or like how global, like even in God of War, how like global and encompassing and powerful these people are. Of course, there are other cultures and races and ethnicities that are going to be like, you got elves and shit running around. You can't have a black person running around. It's just,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You're fighting giant monsters,
Trolls
mythical
and
monsters, and
yeah.
shooting fire and everything, but a black person being in there
bridge
is
too
somehow
far.
just
That's too
insane.
much. That's too much. Yeah, the white people in there.
yeah, like they have literal, like in real life, they've found like Viking like villages with like coins from Arabia or like China. Like people have traded and passed, people have been trying to trade with each other forever,
Right.
So like someone from Africa definitely made it up to trade with the Vikings or China or all kinds of human beings have been all over the place. So
Yeah.
we were all aware of each other.
At the end of the day, we're talking about a video game and a fictional story, just
Sure.
like comic books or movies. They're fiction.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's a reason we go watch movies.
Yes,
Yeah.
to escape, right?
Yeah, to escape
To
reality.
escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to be
Exactly, yeah.
preached to about what we're doing wrong and right? Got him.
Yeah.
No,
No.
you're wrong.
No.
Okay, so you're against having black people in God of War? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm having black people in God of War is cool.
I think I sent this to you offline. The movie Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and you never really responded to it. You kind of jokingly because you said that Hollywood doesn't preach or doesn't need to preach, and I sent you that.
No,
as
I meant to respond to that, but I was actually busy.
Yeah,
This
I'm
was
sure you
to
did.
do a private group chat. That
Right, but
so
I mean,
my response to that is okay. Superhero movies and stuff like that, Star Wars stuff like that. It's separate from that.
Why?
Movie
Why? It's speaking to a generation. Why? There are no superhero movies back when that movie came out. So why is it?
I'm pretty sure there
and
were.
stuff like that. It probably was. We just didn't know about
There've
it.
been superhero movies for a while.
Not in the scope that we have right now.
Well,
No,
of course
not
not.
this
No,
one.
of course not right now.
Oh, I mean, superhero movies are a genre now. They speak to an entire generation.
Exactly, and that's why
Shouldn't
like
they have the
some
responsibility to preach certain things that we should be encouraging? Like
how is that working out?
Yeah, they can get a bit too preachy though.
Exactly.
Hollywood sometimes likes to pat itself on the back a little too much.
Yes,
They
and
do.
It's been
They do,
seeping
but
in
should-
through movies. The
They do,
movies
but
of-
should they stop? Is the question.
Should they stop? Yeah, it's not making any money. There's a term.
Look, here's the thing.
Go broke, and that's what's going on.
No, look.
Well, I mean, they're making
Yeah,
money. Is Shang-Chi making money?
Yes.
Okay, is the Eternals going to be making money?
Hold on.
Of
Max
course.
says, "Yo, Blank Man. I like Blank Man.
Blankman's awesome.
Blank
Blank Man is
awesome.
We've
great.
discussed
Meteor
Blankman
Man. I
before.
like Meteor Man and Blake Man.
Meteor
Yeah.
Man is awesome as well.
Yeah. See, that's
And Bill Cosby. Remember when he did that movie where he was like 007?
Yeah, what's that?
forgot.
Leonard Part 6?
Leonard Part 6, yeah. Before everyone found out he was a horrible rapist. That
Yes.
was a pretty good movie too.
Good times.
Yeah.
I forget the name of that movie. But all I'm saying is that sure, Hollywood can do their preachy movies of telling us what we're doing wrong and right,
Uh-huh.
but keep that separate from superhero movies, from Star Wars, from Marvel.
Separate
where-
but equal. I got
Pretty
you.
cool. Yep. Strong Thurman here. Great job.
What? I mean, I don't want the reason why I go to movies and play video games is to escape, take it
yes.
easy, relax, escape. Not telling
Oh
me,
my god.
you're doing this wrong.
Why
you're doing this
do we
right.
always
you
end
can
up
do
in this
better, blah, blah, blah."
conversation?
All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay, fine. Look, again, no matter who you are and no matter what you like, vote with your dollars. You don't like something, don't go see it.
That's true.
Support
That's
it.
the
You like
ultimate
something,
free market.
go see it.
Like you
Exactly.
said, go woke, go broke, right?
And
So
that's
if
happening.
they're right, so
Vote with your
no
dollars.
problem. Just sit back and relax, and everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine, right?
Probably not. It's only getting worse, but sure.
Why? Well, it's go woke, go broke.
Oh god.
Because
We've turned into a CNN panel right now.
Yeah,
Or a
we
Fox-
did.
Fox segment between
That's why
My girlfriend.
I'm saying out of this conversation this time. I'm just like, I'm gonna let the conversation flow as
All
now.
I'm saying is the people demand a Speedy Gonzalez movie. Make it happen.
Mm.
Please.
I mean, they got Sonic. That was close enough.
Wow.
You got what?
You got
Sonic.
Sonic, so that's close enough.
That's true.
Sonic, but yeah. I mean, I don't want to get back into this conversation again.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move
Yeah.
past the race relations
Yeah,
segment of the podcast.
because Ed's gonna feel some type of way about the preachiness. Dark Side is gonna be like, oh,
I'm part way with you there, Ed. Don't worry. So you're not alone when it comes to.
I'm also
preachy.
part way with you there, but I can't close the door on. You want to close the door entirely, and that's just not.
No, I'm not saying
Okay.
one image
All right,
movie you sent me. Sure,
Close
that's fine.
The lid on this conversation.
fine.
no,
I can just think creepy.
let's-
Oh,
let-
all
His
I'm
eyes are
saying is-
glazing over.
All I'm
No, let
saying
them-
is when
let
a
them do it.
Spider-Man, no, that didn't happen in Spider-Man. When a Star Wars movie comes out, I expect to see a classic battle between good and evil, Jedi, Sith, not about stuff that's happening in the real world.
like,
Or what's the phrase? When a certain character is overpowered and had no training.
Luke?
No,
Luke?
not Luke. Luke had training. Luke
Oh yeah,
trained
he had a
over
weekend
Yoda.
on Dagobah. That's okay.
He trained already.
Or Anakin. I remember Anakin was just born powerful,
yeah,
but that's
I mean,
okay.
He had training.
No, he was born
No,
powerful.
he
I
had
believe. If
training.
you watch episode 1 again, I
Yeah,
believe
So 1,
He was
2,
born
and 3,
powerful.
he had
the
training.
midi chlorians is the answer to that.
Yeah, he
So-
had the power,
Yeah,
but then he had the training too.
He had
Right,
a
so why
higher-
can't that
higher
be
level of
true for-
midichlorians.
Well,
Why can't that be
ask you
true for
this.
Rey?
Did Rey have?
Ray's a garbage character. I'm not defending Ray. I'm just saying you're a hypocrite. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Why
Ray
was
had
Watto
no-
basically
You gotta be
Jewish?
fair. You gotta be
Ray,
fair.
Go
Ray
anywhere.
never picked up a
You
lightsaber.
are the boy.
Um,
What is that
I'll
from?
be 20 schmeckles.
That's
the
stupid.
Ray had
Jewish character
Ray
from
had
episode
no
one.
lightsaber training.
That's stupid.
When he
Watto.
fought.
Oh, that was like a really stereotypical character
Super
too.
stereotypical.
Yeah, because he had the big
Yes.
nose. You
I
had-
want the money.
Yes.
Episode,
that guy?
episode 1 had some of the best like racist what was it? What was these Asian stereotypes called? The Trade Federation guys?
I forgot.
You guys
Oh.
remember that? They were the most racist.
No, there were a lot of racist things on there. So Bandito Mac has a
yeah.
question. Does Ed not like women in Star Wars?
Oh no, I love women in Star Wars. I love women. Period. I
As
just
long as they're
He loves them
not
when
the
they know
main
their place,
character.
Bandito Mac.
Exactly.
never
Yeah.
said that.
As long as
Never
they're in
said
the
that.
kitchen doing space waffles.
And having no.
Space kitchens.
He
So-
wants them to have no powers.
No,
stay
I want them
away
to have
from-
powers.
No.
Stay away from the lightsabers.
Yep.
No, I
And
want them
then-
to have lightsabers.
And no, Ed wants to be the only one holding a lightsaber in that relationship. That's what it is.
No.
Um,
All right,
First
I'll
time in
bring
his
two
life.
examples. The one woman from Mandalorian, I forgot her name. She
One
got-
woman.
The one
She's so
woman.
memorable.
She
the
got
one woman.
She got let go.
it's my Gina Carano.
Yes,
Gina Carano.
You know,
I thought she was phenomenal as her character in Mandalorian.
Sure.
Mm.
And
Yeah, her character was great.
yeah, they let her go because of things she said
Off show reasons. Yeah.
off show
Yeah.
reasons.
Yes.
But her character was a great example of, okay, yes, she's a woman, but she's
Sure.
not like, oh, I'm better than you, better than all the men, so I'm going to be the super overpowered person just for no reason type woman. She was. a
Wasn't
woman
that
who had-
exactly her character though? Wasn't she just a badass?
Oh, she was bad, but she wasn't like, I'm overpowered, I have no training here, I'm just going to pick up a lightsaber and like just knock out Swallow. She wasn't like
Swallow?
yeah,
Swallow.
talk about episode.
Swallow, swallow.
You
Swallow.
watching the-
It's a meme.
And watching the porn parody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a meme.
Swole. I
Oh,
mean, but the
wait.
thing is,
Max says she didn't even wear bikini.
I think he's talking about Ray.
Yeah, Ray. When Ray fought Ben, what's his name?
In love.
In the first one.
In the first one, Ben was clearly trained to
Mhm.
use a lightsaber,
Well, he also was heavily wounded when they had that fight, so he wasn't like at 100% when he was fighting her.
He knows how to use the Force.
Yeah, but I believe in the novelization, they explained that she's just like Anakin. She's derived from the Force. She's got a lot of midichlorians, but they didn't say it. So she can.
She's heavy with the midichlorians.
She's heavy on the midichlorians.
The sequels,
she's super heavy.
Yeah, I believe in the
based off the novels. What are you talking about?
The novelization to the movie where they can tell you more about
that. Is such a nerd that he reads the books.
He does read the books,
big time.
I know about it,
sir.
I know that Luke had a wife and a lot of things that are not in the sequels.
My point is that a lot of people noticed that too, and the answer to that was in the novelization in the script.
Yeah, guys.
You can't see my glasses right now, but they're fully up right now.
In chapter 23, in novelization,
paragraph 4.
I mean, there were some scenes though where she's like the best at everything. Though, wasn't she like the best pilot and the best whatever and the best at everything?
Max
she
says
kicked ass no matter what she
into the
did.
deep cuts, and also says, "LOL."
Actually,
I said this from the beginning. I've always said that Rey's not a good character. She's a poorly written character. I've said this. I'm not saying she's not, but like I said, hypocrisy. Anakin is also a poorly written character.
What?
Luke is yes.
Anakin was trained.
Anakin was not trained, man. He had midichlorians. They don't even talk about midichlorians again.
As a child.
Yeah, Anakin was not the best.
Dude, do you remember episode 1 where he was in the pod racing scene where no human was supposed to be able to do that and blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on.
It's the same thing as with Rey being the best with.
Come on.
Anakin was trained.
No, he wasn't.
Was trained, I'm thinking of Luke. Anakin was trained by
Luke is who you're thinking of.
Obi-Wan and I forgot Quinn. I forgot the other guy. But he was trained by Obi-Wan.
Quinn
the one who died by Darth Maul.
Luke was not fully trained. You met Luke as a teenager, and in 2 years, or maybe not even a year, maybe he was on Dagobah for a couple months, and then he fought Vader.
Yeah, and lost an arm, lost a hand.
Sure, Anakin and Luke
he wasn't trained well.
I know, but Anakin and Luke, the idea is that these characters, it comes natural to them. It's part of their blood or whatever it is. They're naturals, so they don't need the training. The idea is that also because Rey, poorly written character, lazy writing, same idea. But you got to if you give Anakin that pass, I'm saying you got to give Rey that pass. Badly written characters, I'll agree with you.
Give Rey a pass? Okay, Rey Skywalker.
For that reason.
Rey Skywalker?
That's
come on.
That's literally the line.
I fell asleep during the last movie. She was a Skywalker.
But literally,
no, wait, hold on. She wasn't Skywalker. She was a Palpatine.
Who cares? It was terrible. It's a terrible. It's a badly written plot. Who cares? We don't need to go into the minutia of it. All I'm saying is these characters, they're not developed. None of them are developed well. So Rey is no better developed than Anakin.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anakin, Luke are more developed than
no,
Rey.
I'll somewhat agree with you with
all garbage.
Developed. Anakin wasn't really developed as well as he could have.
Yeah, we're just nostalgic for Luke, which is fine. And we feel like we're connected to Luke. It's fine. But I'm saying Anakin was rushed through in his development, and it's all emotional with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think it was rushed, though. I mean, actually, I like Anakin a little bit more than Luke.
You're out of your damn mind.
Yeah.
The thing with
out of your damn mind.
Only because I like the aspect of him going from Jedi to Sith, from Anakin to Vader. I like that aspect.
But that was really.
It was so clumsily.
It was clumsy.
I'm not saying it wasn't clumsy. I'm just saying the thought of the character of the chosen one going from the chosen one, Anakin Skywalker, then to the progression to Darth Vader being the chosen one, turning. I like that aspect. I'm not saying that the story is rushed or anything like that.
Anakin is OP out of birth. Like from the womb, Anakin is OP.
Yeah, he was born of a virgin birth.
But Anakin is actually not the chosen one.
Bullshit.
Anakin technically is not the chosen one, though.
He
fulfilled the prophecy, apparently, until the sequels happened, but
he's not I don't even know that prophecy. That's such poorly written shit too. That episode 1 prophecy bullshit.
Look,
It made no
everything
sense. It's a greater
aside
story.
from the original movies, as soon as they let George Lucas take the reins, it just went downhill. So we can't really, it,
George
Who
Lucas's
cares?
original plans for the sequel series were horrible too. If you ever read
Yeah.
those,
I mean, I've read.
he's a
parts of
great
it.
idea, man, and that's about as far.
no,
as it
I
goes.
mean, read his ideas for what the sequel series should have been, and I'm kind of glad it never got made.
I don't
'Cause
know. I forgot one of the characters. I think it was one of the children, but he had like a dark past or dark upbringing. So
Okay.
I would like to see that instead of this Ray thing.
Well, you go look up what his idea was. He was heavily invested in midichlorians. He really didn't want to let that go.
I'm not saying I like the whole midichlorian thing. I'm not saying that.
I'm just gonna say this for you guys shitting on George Lucas. I'm gonna tell you guys one story,
I'm not.
and ultimately, this is gonna change your mind on how much of a genius this man is. All right, everybody listening?
The toy thing.
No.
Okay.
So when they were shooting Star Wars, right, and Carrie Fisher put on her Princess Leia outfit on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know this.
Initially, she came out wearing a bra.
Yeah.
And he said no.
Yep. Nope.
Because there's no bras in space.
Yep. He's right.
And from that point on, he's been a god.
Yes. Yep.
That is true.
If you dare speak about
true.
George Lucas at this point, sacrilege.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Sacrilege.
Absolutely.
So
it's like, wear this metal bikini too.
Yeah, where's
Andrew took off that bra?
Yeah.
I forgot how he talks. He has like a very soft-spoken voice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Quentin Tarantino with Uma Thurman. With the feet situation. Like, stomp on me. Like, let me sniff your toes. Like, this is part of the script. Trust me, I wrote this in just for you. Like, that's how it feels like. Yeah.
Let's see how that metal bikini looks. Take a spin for me.
Yeah.
You did that so well.
Let me see those puppies.
you know, there's a director that actually did that, right? There's a director that had he wrote a movie. He denies this, but he literally wrote a movie so that there was a sex scene in it. He was acting in the movie. The actress that he picked for the movie, he wrote himself into the sex scene with, and she was like, "Well, we're gonna simulate a sex scene." He's like, "No. I like my movies to be raw, and you need to actually give fellatio. You need to give head."
Yeah.
Is it Vincent Gallo?
Yeah, the Blue Bunny. You're talking about the Blue Bunny?
Yeah.
Vincent Gallo, Blue Bunny?
Yeah,
that's unsimulated real sex scene, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real sex scene. So it's like these people, I mean, I'm like, they're visionaries.
They're visionaries.
So don't talk about George Lucas unless you have the vision of what Star Wars is going to be. All right. So that's all.
George Lucas is OG because of the deal he made with the toy deal, which will be forever one of the greatest deals in the history of the universe. So, absolutely. I mean, I have mad respect for George Lucas.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of plot holes in the saga here, George.
Yeah, I mean, I just say, look, we're doing all this arguing, but I mean, when you look at stuff like Star Killer, right? Mm-hmm. Star Killer, it was insanely OP. But I don't hear anybody talking about, man, that look at him, he's so strong, he shouldn't be that strong. Like that's the thing. There's a fine line where it becomes hypocrisy. Like you have a point and it becomes hypocrisy. Like I said, with Star Killer, which we joke about it being Star Killer, Killer Instinct, and blah blah blah. But he was insanely OP, but I don't see anybody complaining about that. Granted, it was just a video game.
Star Killer doesn't have a vagina. I
think that's what it comes down to.
That's it. It's okay for all these other characters to have all these crazy powers and abilities and loopholes and all this crazy shit. But if Ray does it,
as soon as the Force gives birth to a vagina, he's like, whoa, that's too far.
It's like there's been a disturbance in the Force.
He's like, I see what's I'm changing.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
Like I said before, do I want to see a female main character? Yeah, my
which you saw.
Yeah, no, that was not a female character who is not like dumped upon us. Like, oh, we're better than you type thing.
But do you think that's
What?
cause
Hold
and
on.
effect? Do you think that's cause and effect? That's the only thing I want. I just want before you go on. I just want to get to that point so that you can continue on with your point while addressing this.
Okay.
Is it possible that cause it that was it what's the term, something blah blah blah, Asian is not causation. So just because Ray has these powers, it was the cause that the force is female type of scenario, or was it like Darkseid said, it could have been just a poorly written character with another gender involved and not a agenda to erase men from being powerful, is now just women.
It was an agenda behind it because the whole forces female thing was started by Kathleen Kennedy, and she purposely wanted to hire an all-female, not cast, but all-female, I don't know what they call it, help crew or whatever. I mean, you can actually Google this. There's a picture of her with other groups of women who she hired on purpose, who all had the shirt, the force is female, and they're trying to make the whole Star Wars thing female empowered and stuff like that. I mean, you can Google this, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, how dare they want women in Star Wars?
I know.
They should just go right back to the point.
I mean, haven't they had enough? Like, I mean, haven't women had enough? I mean, years of Star Wars, and they've been like the main characters all the time. Like, it's disgusting. Well, now they want this too.
I say it like this:
damn it.
If it was if there was a male main character, if there was a male main character who was like saying, "Oh, men are better than women" and stuff like that.
When did
like,
she say?
like
When did that? But Ray never said that women are better than men. It was she never said that.
Remember that purple-haired girl on the one starship?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You didn't feel any of those vibes.
Yeah, that was
or whatever.
a pretty lame character too.
Yeah, but there's some of those
lame
vibes
character,
there too.
but I'm going back to Ray here. I don't see that with Ray. I'm talking about Ray.
It's there.
Okay.
This is the same. This is the same
thing.
It's there as He-Man and lesbian scenes. Like, if given from the world of Ed, I mean,
it's there.
No, yeah. What's her name? Tila. Tila and the other black chick.
Tila Tequila.
You would have swore they were scissoring every episode.
That's the only reason I watched.
What about the scissoring scene, Eric? What about the scissoring scene?
Yeah, like you would have swore.
That's how they go into battle. Just spinning as they're
we have the power, and like I swear from the
What about the scene with the turkey baster where they get pregnant?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Crazy amount of stuff. It's just funny. It's just listening to some of this is just hilarious because it's like I feel like there are like Ed has points. Like he has some points that
he has points. Yeah, he's got points
that are valid to some extent. But then sometimes I feel like he takes those points, and not just Ed, but other people. They take those points and they go to the extreme where just listening to it, like the outrage about certain things, just makes it seem like I said with. Like going back to He-Man, like you would swore they were scissoring every episode. Like double-sided dildo was being used in every episode, and all the men were being killed off and resurrected every episode. With Star Wars, like all the men were just pathetic little, simps talking about.
There were no men.
There were no men. Like Ray, please save us. Like you gotta save us, Ray. Like that's how it seems, and it's just like. While the points you may make seem valid, it just seems like I don't know. I feel like
they're valid to the lightest extent.
Yeah, won't say to the lightest extent. They're valid to an extent. Past that point, it seems like it's reaching. It seems like it's just reaching for stuff. And so I'm not saying like Ed, you're 100% wrong. I'm not saying you're 100% right. Like I said, you have valid points on certain things. And certain things I do agree with you. But I think that you can only take it so far without then it starts becoming kind of ridiculous. Like the force is female. That's no different than,
I didn't make that up.
No, I'm not saying you made it up. Well, I'm saying the force is female. Like this is going to kill off all the men in Star Wars. Like as soon as
end of the world.
Yeah, it's like a what's a Skyrim like a Fosra. It's like she's as soon as like Ray says force is female, all the men like their penises drop off, and like oh no, now we're all women. That's what happened. The force is taking over. Like that's not how it is, man. And I don't know. It's just there's levels to it.
Well, this is how I see things. I want to see a female main character. I enjoy a female main characters. Like
dying to see it, guys.
Hold on, like I told you guys before, Lara Croft. I love the Tomb Raider series.
Lara.
The original ones, we all liked it. Some liked it for different reasons. The reboot, I actually liked it more than the original because it was a more in-depth story and the character was better, well written than the previous. I enjoyed it. I like to see more of that. But some movies that are coming out, they're not about that. They're about, oh, we're better than men, or you should do this because you're doing this wrong, and stuff like that. That's all I'm saying.
The only thing I'm gonna push back on. Where do they say that they're better than men?
They don't verbally say it, but
they're implying it.
They're implying it. Yeah, pretty much everything that I've said, Star Wars, and every other movie or series come out, He-Man, they're not outright saying it. They'll be dumb to outright say it, but it's implied. In some cases, heavily applied. That's all I'm saying.
It's a feminization of America, really, when it comes down to it.
Like with He-Man, like Kevin Smith.
You're so antagonistic.
Kevin Smith, hold on. Kevin Smith promised that this was a He-Man series. There's records on this. You can YouTube it.
Have you? By the way, have you watched? Have you watched the series? Have you watched?
I've seen episode 1 and 2, and
Shut up.
Done.
Shut up. Let the man
because I don't want to see this mess. You said yourself, right? If you don't like it, don't buy it. So all right.
Yeah, but you haven't seen it though.
I've seen episode.
How could you like it? How could you like it or not like it?
When they kill off the main character.
But wait. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Please, God, let's move on.
Okay, let's let Ed finish this point, and then we'll move on.
Is He-Man the main character? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Eric.
Okay.
Yes or no? He-Man the main character?
Yes.
Okay.
Green Turner.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. You promise before the series comes out that He-Man is the main character. There's video proof about this, written proof about this. The series comes out. Episode 1 and 2, kill off the main character. And he's not seen or doesn't come back to life ever.
That's not true.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let him finish. Yep. Eric, is He-Man the main character of the new series?
Yes.
Waldo, is He-Man the main character of the new series?
I haven't watched it.
Okay. Syed, is He-Man the main character of the new series? Yes, unequivocally. He's in every episode and is the focus of every episode and is the crux of every episode. So, what is your point at Underground?
Let it finish this point.
He's in every episode.
Is he alive?
Yes, he comes back in the end, and he possibly is back in the second part because he doesn't clearly die.
And he's technically alive, but he is in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, he technically died and came back once already.
Because if you watch the series, if you watch the series, he's alive in their heaven. Also, Tila and her entire gang, they don't die when they go. They go to hell, and then they go to heaven. They don't die either. Yep. So that means that by logic, that if they can access heaven while not dying themselves, that means that He-Man is alive as well.
And I'm going to have one more bombshell here for the Ed Underground. One more bombshell here for the Ed Underground.
Max says, I always come back to Ed hating on something.
Yes.
Right.
So what is this, Dragon Ball Z?
Hold on. I have one more bombshell for Ed Underground on the He-Man series he may not have considered. There is magic and fantasy in He-Man, and death has no meaning. Characters come back to life and die all the time. Death is irrelevant for the story. So we have not seen the second part. I am very certain He-Man returns in some fashion because it's set up that way, because I don't want to spoil the first part, but it ends in a way where He-Man must return. Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Look, Ed and I will never know because both him and I refuse to watch the show.
Well done.
Exactly. So,
Well, why do you refuse to watch it?
me, I told you, it's the feminization of American. They're trying to turn basically everyone into like female. They're killing off.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Oh wait.
It is like yes.
No,
like,
but he's right though. I know you're joking.
I got him.
He's right. I know you're joking, but he's right.
It's like I converted him. Yes.
There is an image where Disney put out on Twitter where.
Oh my
Luke
god!
looked like
I was
a
just
girl.
playing along, and
I
honestly,
know you're
I don't care.
Twitter, it's true.
I think that people, again, I go back to vote with your dollars. You don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Watch it. Who cares?
But don't like embolden like false narratives though.
I'm looking at a picture. You said Ed. You said somewhere that they Twitter.
That
Star-
Disney put out themselves. I think they took it down. This is months ago.
They took it down.
You know, around the time where they were posting about Black History Month, and they were posting pictures of I forgot his name from Star Wars, the sequels.
Oh no, I see it right now. Someone made a video. Someone made a video about it. A 15-minute rant video about how Disney in a comic book made Luke Skywalker look like a woman somewhat. Wow.
Like an artist did?
Like an artist, yeah.
That's Disney
you can't
official.
control individual artists.
It's a Disney official. It was posted on their Twitter.
Okay, so I mean, you can't control individual artists or anything, and it's like art. It's art.
Disney has to say so. Like, hey, let's put.
Yeah,
this
but it's
out.
not fucking canon, dude. It's not going in canon. It's on Twitter. Jesus Christ!
But why are you trying to feminize a male character?
Why can't you?
Why do they have drawings?
This is exactly what we're talking about. Taking
having
it too far.
intercourse with Knuckles or whatever.
Who cares?
People just draw whatever they want.
Yeah, it's furry font. It's like the video I sent out with Mario and Sonic making out. Like, does that make it canon because it was posted on Twitter? And
but what he's saying is if like Nintendo
does
officially
it make it interesting?
Yeah.
To my hard drive.
Disney,
who cares?
Disney officially posted this out.
I know, but no idiot is gonna be like, oh, it's on the official Disney Channel. Luke is officially a woman. Everybody, Luke is a woman. Nobody is gonna have that reaction. Why are you having that reaction?
I did.
They're trying to feminize Luke.
I did. I saw it and I was like,
God.
oh my goodness, the women are taking over.
I'm getting a headache. I'm not serious.
I mean,
Probably,
Well, folks, we're getting the old blurred headache.
Exactly.
the blur.
That's nature's way of telling us.
Welcome to the no spin zone.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's a lot of spinning going on. There's a lot of meat spinning, but we're not getting anywhere, and that's what sucks about it. Like, if you're gonna spend some meat, if you're not gonna spend some meat, I mean, there needs to be a happy ending yet, and right now there's no happy ending.
wow.
But guys, it's been real. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the podcast.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be back, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed these conversations with Ed, hating women.
I don't hate women. For those watching and listening,
too. He hates women.
I like women a lot.
Of course, yes, of course you do, brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's you and me against these two fools. Then
he loves women in their place.
Didn't say that either. Did not.
No, it's okay.
I swear, Wallo, if you had not said anything, Ed would have been like, yeah.
He would have just stayed quiet.
Yeah, he would like
just embolden him with rhetoric.
Yeah, he would be like, yeah. He probably would go off this live stream, went on 4chan, like, I could bury somebody today. Yeah. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, I mean, I just look at it like, as we're doing this podcast and we're having these conversations, it's always good just to watch the source material of what you're discussing. And at the end of the day, I think that's the only way you can be able to come with a true opinion that's just not parroting someone else. If you want to have your own opinion, you want to be your own man, read and watch things for yourself. And I know we just said, hey, vote with your wallet, but if we're going to have an actual honest discussion, you gotta give certain things a try. And but the thing is, it's funny, like you say that, it's like, like you don't have to give everything a try per se, but I feel like, only thing that you're investing into watching He-Man is your time. because you already pay for Netflix. So only thing that you're
Here's the
investing your
Yeah,
time.
sorry.
That's it.
Just a
Go
quick
ahead.
comment. Let's say you watch Netflix. Say it just came to my mind right now, and you watch the He-Man series. If you honestly don't like it, just downvote it. They still count that.
Yeah.
If they see a downvote from you, that still counts against it. If you honestly don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
I'll add to
go-
the
Plus, you know, at
30%.
Underground, you are on a podcast, which this He-Man series is frequently coming up. It is in your best interest to please watch it so you could actually speak to it. It was just not just us. And there's a second part coming, so we're going to talk about it again.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
You need to watch it. I know you're afraid to watch it, but you need to watch it.
I'm not afraid to watch it.
Sure.
To be honest, I tried watching it. I think I watched 2 episodes, and it's not my thing.
You think
So I don't know if I can actually sit down and watch the. And it's not a whole political. It's just I have no interest in the series.
in He-Man?
What?
In He-Man?
Yeah, in She-Man. I have no interest in She-Man or watching it. So I'll give it a second try, and hopefully
Give it a second try because we're going to have to address it.
That's true.
It's 5 episodes. It's not going to kill you.
All right.
It's
All right,
one
I'll give it a
movie,
second try.
basically.
If I can watch all of What Ifs while waiting on you bastards to watch it, I mean, you guys can, watch it and, come to an opinion.
We've all watched the What If, dude. We just wanted to do it differently.
Okay, well, go fuck yourselves. Like, I've been waiting a month and a half for some What If, and then you guys just so happen to wait until I leave to be like, you know what? Okay, Eric's gone.
That's true.
Okay, guy.
Darkseid arranged a coup as soon as
pretty much.
Americans was gone. He started taking
Well, coup
over,
d'etat.
I didn't agree to this coup
barking
d'etat.
orders at me and Ed, and we're like, yeah, sure.
No, I didn't agree to this coup d'etat.
Yeah, no, you absolutely agree.
I just
to
watched the Killmonger one.
Right.
All right, fine. I'll watch it tonight.
Oh, and
come over, Ed?
And Ed, just want to let you know, Masters of the Universe is at 39%.
Wow, 9% more. Yeah,
Suck a butt. Suck a butt.
9% from 30. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll give it a second watch, and hopefully, well, I'm gonna have to watch it no matter what.
Well, wait, you can wait till the second part comes out, then it'll be fresh because,
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a solid movie length, the first part, if you watch them together.
yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
Ed, blur us out of here.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 16 of the Blurred Podcast. You can find us on all major platforms and now live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. Have a good one.
Horse is female.
Oh, dear.
Blur you later.
Yeah. Women are superior.
Hmm.
All right.